So, welcome to the stream, everybody. How is everybody getting on this evening? Hello to Erenab, to Inez, Flash, and to Archive. How are you all getting on this lovely Thursday evening? So, as you can see, we're going to be doing some Fallout 76, obviously. Ooh, test your metal. That's actually a decent event. Let's head on over to that. But yes, I am doing rather well this evening, so I hope you're all doing very good. What's everyone up to, and what are you currently playing at the moment? Obviously, most likely I'd expect you're playing Fallout 76, but you never know. You never know. Now, there was a load of people at Beasts of Burden on this server, so I'm expecting that everyone's going to pop into Test Your Metal. Which is a good event. Like, I genuinely think Test Your Metal is like the second best event at the moment, outside of Eviction Notice, because you're kind of guaranteed to get at the very least 3 legendaries from it. Obviously not counting like nukes and things like that, because I don't ever count them in that calculation, but yeah, definitely a better event than just your average kind of crappy ones. Right, that was the noise of me teleporting my ult onto the server. That wasn't just me making weird noises. Hey Biggie, how you getting on, man? You're currently working. Dang. Always dang. I can't get off Helldivers 2. Can I have a break for 76? This season is kind of meh. I think a lot of people are running into that problem. Because it's basically mid-season blues. Like, once you're done with everything, I mean, what do you do? Where do you go? Like, there's nothing to do at the moment other than grind legendaries. When the new system comes in, there's going to be a lot of new things and things that you can do, but at the moment, yeah, I am on that same side of there isn't really a huge amount left to do in the game at the moment. Hey, Prophet, how are you getting on? Welcome to the stream. Also, Polo. Yeah. How is life? How is love? How is your bottom? Mine's is in tatters. Oh, no, don't fall for stuff. But yeah, Helldivers 2 is a good one. I have been doing a lot of video editing today. Gary. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of video editing today, as well as just tidying the house, and I actually did a spring clean on my PCs because they were getting rather dusty on the inside, so I had to get that all dealt with. What we'll do... I realised I'd got a new plan. Let's fix this mofo up, because you don't want them breaking. But yeah, no, but I've had quite an eventful day. Imagine your TH. My TH? Never imagine my TH. The fuck is a TH? At the grocery store and someone whispers Gary. Just right in my ear, just Gary. Radium rifle is not an interesting choice. It is the greatest choice. This is also the greatest radium rifle on Earth, gifted to me by the lovely Kenobi. So yeah, we are going to be using this quite a lot in the coming weeks. I've got a video coming on out about it on, I want to say the 6th, but that's probably not right. When I've got a video for it. Oh, the 7th. I was close. But now, if I was at the store and somebody came up to me and went, Gary, I would punch them in the dick whilst yelling Gary. Radium rifle doesn't spark joy. It sparks joy in me. It sparks elation. It goes... and somehow better than the assault rifle. Radium is just like a genuinely decent little gun. Like, it's the kind of problem with a lot of weapons in Fallout 76. You're either the top, the bottom, or you're just kind of in the middle. And it is kind of in the middle for its DPS bracket. But at the same time, I find it more interesting than the Fixer. I find it more interesting than the Handmaid. I find it more interesting than any of the other, like, fully automatic rifles that you can get in 76. It's a little bit sad that it isn't better than what it is. But at the same time, it's not bad. This is a fundamental thing about a lot of weapons in 76. They're not the best, but they're actually not bad either. And I mean, that's kind of the biggest factor in my channel and the videos I make, is that I'm on the side of, there's a lot of good weapons in the game that people just pass up because it's not the absolutely ridiculous most damage in the game. I think Radium does get used as a PvP weapon, but I think there's other ones that get used a lot more. I think that's the kind of problem. It's, even in the PvP side of things, it's not the be-all and end-all of rifles. But it does the job. It does the murdery murd. Bad Killmeister. You can spam Nuka Grape to counter them, unfortunately. But this is the thing about PvP in Fallout 76. It's the whole thing of, more often than not, who can cheat harder than the other people, and who can chug more consumables than the other guy. And that's just not fun. It's why I don't PvP in this game, because it really is just not actual PvP. There's no skill to it. It's just, I can cheat harder and stack more armor sets than you. Ha 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 ha. Insert Mandark laugh. Sparks joy in me. It definitely sparks joy in me. Hey Baba, welcome to the stream. How are you getting on? Give me all that ammo. Pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. It's Stealth Boys and Sunshine Oil, really. Like, literally, when it comes to PvP in Fallout 76, it's just not. It's not for me. It's not fun. Like, I played PvP in so many different games, so many different things, and this is one game where I'm like, I really wish they just bring back Nuclear Winter so that PvP had its own place, and then you could, you know, kind of stop people from being able to do the overpowered shit. But back when PvP was a thing, well, back when Nuclear Winter was a thing, it was filled with cheaters anyway, so, you know, 6 and a half a dozen, isn't it? Like, there's always going to be people cheating, and this game is fucking rife with them, whether it be subtle or not. I was waiting for Minerva to buy the Crusader pistol. I got one from either the Holiday Gifts, Daily Ops, saved a lot of gold bullion today. Nice! Ooh, shit. Someone's trying to eat my face.
Great work, gladiators! We won't go down without a fight!
Shit, I'm hit!
We won't go down without a fight. We definitely won't. I mean, ideally I won't go down. Crowd is still reacting to your action. Let's just spam buttons until it does stuff. Yeah. Hey Dave, how are you getting on? Use a bloodied explosive radium rifle every day. Very nice. That'll do some tasty damage. This one, I'm not going to spoil for anybody, but this is coming out in an upcoming video, so we're going to just leave it that it's a very good radium rifle, and it's a version of it that I've been looking for a while. Hey Glitter, how are you getting on, man? Welcome to the stream. I meant to ask the other night, did you see me showing the sound effects on my Steam Deck? Because I did it, but then you never said anything, so I wasn't sure if you heard the sound effects on it. Nope. Right. Well, while it's doing that, what we'll do... So listen to the sound effects. Tell me if you can hear them. What does that sound like to you? I mean, there's no prizes for getting what that's meant to be. Or what it literally is, so... Yep, you can, there's some add-ons and mods and things like that, and you can get it sounding like a Pip-Boy. I wasn't looking at anything there, I was just pointing things in the air and shooting. Hellcat armor, ugh. I have a question. I have an ultrasight Gatling laser, but I use the but it uses regular future cores. The ultrasight Gatling laser and the Gatling laser both use fusion cores. It's only when you prime it will use the ultrasight fusion cores, and that applies to both of them. It's not a bug. That's just how it works. Both of them use whatever cores, but only prime weapons will use ultrasight ammo. So yeah, that's perfectly normal. That's not bugged. That is how it's meant to work. And I'm standing here while my ult just casually walks into here and picks up loot. I was never here. Right, I'll send them to another world just in case. Boop, boop. Right. Let's see. Do we have any events or stuff going on this server? We have Real Blast at Welch, so we'll head down there and have some fun diddly-un. But yeah, ultrasight ammo is for primed weapons. Fun fact, Radium is actually classed as an SMG in real life, since the in real life one fires the 8mm Kurtz, but it's still a rifle. Yay for German engineering. How dare those Germans engineer a SMG rifle? How very dare them, those crafty German bastards. I mean, it's the thing they're known for, so I'm not really that surprised. They made some fancy guns back in the day. Boing. I heard a mole rat. I killed a mole rat. Right, give me the head. There we go. Haha! Headshot. Wait, the radium rifle is real. Well, I don't know if the radium rifle is real, but the rifle that it's attached to certainly is. I knew, like, you see the body of it where all the shit's attached to. That definitely is a real rifle. Like, the base of it is a rifle. But the radium part of it, I'm not entirely certain of that. The giant railroad car cannons are a else example of German engineering. I see now I need to Google railroad car cannons. I definitely need to, yeah. Right, what was I doing? Who's here? Where's the thing I need to press? There's the thing I need to press. Woo! Oh. Bad mole miner.
All array components engaged. Activating targeting protocols.
Activating targeting protocols. Gonna shoot them goddamn hillbillies. Has she locked you out, Ollie? Ollie, you're not gonna get up that way. They were massive cannons, were literally their own train. Oh, I've seen those ones. Yeah, I've totally seen those ones. I recall seeing a train with a cannon on the back of it. Good evening, sir. Would you like some bullets to the face? You would? Great.
Warning. Gear system locked. Please perform immediate repairs.
You know, these things survived a nuclear explosion. Have sat here for, like, how many years after the war is Fallout 76 set? Like 30, 40 years? And they can't handle working and doing what they're meant to do for like 5 seconds. Fucking stupid. Boing.
Repair detected. Resuming uplink protocols.
Boing. The real Radium. And that's actually something I will need to check as well. That our Discord thing is working, because I don't want this thing to have broken it again.
Target locked. Immediate evacuation required. Repeat. Please
Yeah, it should be
retreat to a
working.
safe distance immediately.
In theory, it should be working. Wasn't working yesterday, but yeah. The lures were clearly made by Bethesda, not Vault-Tec. Well, I don't think they were made by Vault-Tec or Bethesda. I think, well, they were made by Bethesda. They definitely were made by Bethesda. I think no matter what way I think about it, Bethesda definitely made them. Ow. That was my face! Granted, it probably looks better after that explosion, but that's not the point. Night-night, wee man.
I'm not going to bed.
Oh, you are. You are going to bed. Oh, you better believe you're going to bed. Such bedtime you will have. Go to what you're doing. Stop watching the game. Enclave had the lures made. Well, Enclave and the Vault and Vault-Tec are kinda the same thing, though, Prophet.
Station cleared. Thank you for your participation.
Dodgy fugger muggers. Right. Did we get anything fun from that? I didn't actually look. No! No, I did not get anything interesting from that. Boo earns. Right. Let's see where we are going next. I'm not really interested in Protest March or Surface to Air, but Surface to Air is definitely the more interesting of the two events.
Automated message to follow. Attention all brothers. A forward-placed automated surface-to-air missile battery has powered...
So the VG-15 is being used in the war in Ukraine, not surprised. See, the thing about, like, Russia and, like, all that kind of, like, what's going on over there, I'm gonna be honest. Oh shit, I died immediately. That was a gutsy. Or, no, that was an Assaultron, right, that makes sense. Go for the legs, you son of a bitch! But no, with like the Russia and the Ukraine kind of stuff. The problem with Russian technology is it's like fucking Cold War era technology. Their shit is not very good. And it's just, it's a rather weird thing that they're one of the considered superpowers of the world, but their shit is actually, you know, not very good. It's kinda broken. That exploded. Stop hiding, you little bastard. And the one thing about this Radium is I do need to be careful that I don't end up killing myself. Don't know why I'm trying to hide. I'm not going to be able to hide against this giant flying son of a bitch. No, the way I've got this set up, I have the AP of Robot Jesus. Okay, well, I'm at it. We should be able to... That's the wrong thing. I meant to use Company T, and then we'll go down to... That's not the one. Oh god, I need to sell them. That was the one. Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. Woo. I love shooting these fuckers in the head. What's on the floor? What what? Oh, the bag. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you, Enes. It is appreciated. Ooh, Moonshine Jamboree. head over to that in 2 little minutes. After we murder this flying bastard. Well, after the event, this event ends and we murder that flying bastard. I don't know why I was trying to say VG15, but I was trying to say it like it was EA Sports. VG15. Shot your dad. I mean, it's in the game. Come on. Keep going. Keep firing. There we go. God, there's a lot of legendary Scorch Beasts coming out of this hole. Farewell. Boing. I really do like this weapon. It puts the fun in funeral. I think I've just literally thought of a name for a gun now. F is for funeral. God knows what I'm going to name that. God damn it, why are they all 1 stars? Like, I swear to God, like, all of these have either been 1 stars or 2 stars. Oh, you sneaky little shitbag. Stop him, he's supposed to die. Right. Time to get over to the event before... God, no one's even there, what the fuck? No one's at the Moonshine Jamboree. Inez, I don't know what you're gesturing at, but we need to go to the Jambo. For I need some moonshine. No, no one's here. There was a holiday scorched. Ah, it's fine. Just murder him. I'll be honest, I completely forgot they were still a thing. In Futurama, new season, everyone feels like a side character. I mean, I don't know what you expect me to say about that. Like, the problem with Matt Groening, like, his projects is that he is becoming a little bit, like, I've watched the recent season of The Simpsons, and I'm gonna be honest, it's fucking dire. Like, genuinely dire. And I've been like, it's actually fine for years. Like, I've not minded the newer kind of stuff, but this latest season is just, ugh. And I'm not surprised Futurama's going in the same way. It's just, yeah. I think a lot of these like, the projects he's doing now, they're just too, like, they're not funny. They're just not funny. And, like, the political jokes they try and make and all the, it's just not funny. I have never noticed this basement. Huh. Genuinely never noticed that basement. Oh God. Yeah, that's what I don't like, is they're doing a lot of that stuff in The Simpsons, and it's just like explaining current events and pop culture stuff, and it's just, ugh. And yeah, the Fallout show was very good, Prophet. I really enjoyed it. It was a genuine fun romp into the Fallout universe. I'm just going to activate this bloody thing, because if people aren't here by now, they don't deserve to be here.
Oh, Maya Matt. That's what I like.
Wait for the jamboree to begin. Light the jambo fire.
Another stray comes to our cozy inn.
I genuinely thought he said something else there. And I'm not going to say it out loud because it sounded rude.
Well, I think we're ready to get
It's time to fill a bathtub full of my piss.
Light the fire, moonshiners, and try not to shoot each other.
I mean, he says try not to shoot each other, but where's the fun in that?
Salamander venom.
Salamander piss for the tub. It's salamander quote-unquote venom.
And useless for anything other than moonshine.
Go on. Go and hit it. Yeah. My aim is bad when I'm using one hand. Boing. Right, there we go. Time to shoot these salamanders and steal their piss. The gulper in the show was oh yeah, the fingers. The fingers in its mouth were fucking horrifying. The episode kind of felt like that Twitter cartoon show of an old man 6 years having to deal with the modern world like that. It'll be. I know the one you mean, Tachanka, and yeah, like it's too many shows. Like I say, too many shows. Shows like The Simpsons. You know, they're all part of the same like sphere. Like Simpsons and Futurama are basically the same thing now, and they're trying to make it too like relevant to popular culture and current like events, and it's just like I don't want to fucking read any more about NFTs and fucking random LGBT politic bullshit. I want to watch Futurama for weird sci-fi shenanigans. Like, I don't want to watch it for popular culture stuff. I want weird sci-fi shenanigans. If it has like references towards pop culture things, that's fine. But I want fucking worms that give Fry super intelligence. I want fucking like the fucking parodies of stupid shows from the 1950s. Like, there's so many different things they could do with it's science fiction. You can do anything, but they choose to fucking focus on shit like NFTs. Who gives a fuck? Like, honestly, who gives a fuck about NFTs or fucking like shit coins and things like that? I genuinely could give two shits about it. If you're stupid enough to fall for these kind of things, it's your own goddamn fucking fault at this point. But what I want to watch, weird sci-fi shenanigans. I mean, I don't know if I'm the only person in that, but yeah. Well, I suppose I better fill the piss. Oh, I didn't get many venom at all there.
Let's see how much more we can collect. Well, you don't see angry, sizable salamanders do that every day.
Fill the tub with your piss. They shouldn't even be talking about stuff from this year. It's literally 975 years in the future. But exactly the point. Like, it just is not indicative. Like, putting like modern like news and stuff like that into it is just very, very silly. I just don't get it. The whole reason people watch Futurama isn't for current world stuff. They want to see what's life like in the future. What's life gonna be like if aliens conquer the Earth? You know, we want fucking weird shit. We want weird shenanigans.
Outstanding work, Moonshiners. I don't think I've ever seen the
Fallout
tone
weapon
so
you want in real life.
really outdone yourselves.
I mean, I would be very partial to a Crusader pistol. A gun that I can use to freeze someone and set them on fire. Right up my alley. Any vampire weapon. Just so you could, like, shoot someone and heal yourself. I'd like to know, like, realistically, the one thing you definitely want from Fallout? Mutations. The ability to make, like, the understanding of how to make mutations.
Stills aren't going to protect themselves.
To be fair to Chanka, the railway rifle exists. And it's, like, exists in real life. All you need to do is build up a shitload of pressure behind, like, a metal spike, and that's a railway rifle. So that literally exists. I mean, there's people who've made those, like, high-powered potato guns that if you put a metal spike in it, it will do the same thing. It'll fucking penetrate someone hard. Like, that's a technology that does exist. The railway rifle is not a Gauss rifle. It is pressure based. That's why it's just a steam boiler, so it just builds up pressure behind it. Like the Gauss rifle is a literal Gauss rifle because it is a bullet that is launched by magnets. Like you can see the coils and the things it uses to launch it. And to be fair, a real life Gauss rifle would be fucking ridiculous. But I'm fairly certain to make one in real life, it would have to be incredibly heavy. Like, to get it to work properly. They're probably not something you could just carry around with you. To be fair, any of the energy rifles would be a good one, because even if you just knew how to make them, you could make a fucking fortune. So you want to miss every shot in this? I can't hit people. We are still 30 years off practical Gauss koi guns. I know Gauss rifles exist. I'm just saying that to be practical and actually work properly, like in actual combat, to be able to put them on things, like it's the technology is not there yet. Otherwise, you know, they'd be fucking using them in actual combat. A Gatling plasma would be fucking deadly in real life. Because essentially you're shooting superheated fucking plasma at people, so, you know, that's not going to, that's not gonna just sting, that's gonna fucking melt your flesh off your bones. Especially when you see what it does when it literally turns people into a skeleton. I mean, you know you've got a terrifying weapon when people literally turn into a skeleton. I have completely forgotten what that gun is called.
Destroyed stills are not good for making moonshine. Need I say more?
I like destroying your stills, you little butt plug. If I have the alien gun, does the aliens come with it? No. No, it does not. But it does come with a free Frogurt. The Frogurt is also cast. Yeah, explosive plasma sounds very, very unpleasant. My ult died again. Die, you little salamander bastards. The plasma rifle would be a good shout, because you could have it as a flamer as well. You could literally be a walking war crime. The plasma Gatling gun reminds me of the Doom BFG. I mean, the original BFG from the original Doom game was so fucking ridiculous. I've not played any of the newer games, so I don't rightly know. But that thing was absolutely disgusting. I mean, you just fired it into a group and everything just died. The Tesla rifle would also be a rather devastating weapon in real life. Then again, in real life, it would definitely 100% kill you as well. I believe this event has finished.
I can't believe my eyes.
I can't believe my eyes. You've filled this tub with so much of my piss.
Such a wonderful Moonshine Jamboree.
Right. We will head up and dump this stuff into the... Uh-oh. Bad gulper. We'll dump this stuff into the train station. Because I like dumping stuff in the train station. I have heard the new ones are pretty fun, Claire, but I've just never... You know that kind of way where there's that many games to play, and I seem to play the same, like, 4 every time. I need to get round to it at some point. There's so many games that I have on so many lists that I need to play. Right, let's see. No, it's probably better to go to food tab and then look for the gulper shit. There they are. You know, I've just realized I can do better. I can do you one better, gulper innards. Because it's 300 if I scrap them, sell them as they are now. But if I do this, yeah, here you got a few hundred on my Steam, and I basically play just one. Yeah, it's like I have so many things in my backlog, but that's another reason why I got the Steam Deck. Like, that is genuinely another reason why I got that, because I can use that to finish games that I normally don't get the time to play, because I can do it while I'm sitting on the couch, I can do it while I'm out and I'm away, I can do it while I'm traveling, you know, there's lots of different things I can do and play. Right, oh, yo, you fucking acidic bastard. So yeah, we've just changed those gulper innards.
Need supplies or just here.
And
for
what we
my
can do with that, so it's gulper slurry. You can see that's like nearly tripled the amount they're worth. So, you know, a little easy method for you guys to make some extra money when you're doing that event. Max out your money for the day a little bit easier. Sorry, one of my teeth is feeling funny today. But yeah, what's everybody up to this evening? Is everybody currently playing. I know I've got a couple of you in the game with me. But what is everybody up to? That's Campfire Tales. Do we have any other events on that are more interesting? Yeah, fuck it. Campfire Tales it is. Hey Kenobi, how you getting on, man? Welcome to the stream. What's crack all lacking with you? How is life? I'm just getting my... We'll do that all into place. There it goes. Right. Ups a daisy. I want the Lenovo Legion Go. I'm not a fan of the Legion Go, but I'm not like, I wouldn't necessarily tell you not to get it either. I mean, go with whatever you think is the best device for you, because I did a load of research on it and it just seemed like the Steam Deck was the simplest, easiest, and, you know, most user-friendly one. So that's why I went for that. Did the grind for Civil Engineer Jetpack earlier, server hopping for colas and rare bats now. Nice, Claire. Very nice. I'm sure I've got a rare bat in my my inventory. It's a purple one. How far away are they with your Surge Protector, Bubba? Inez, yes. Yes, I can. Literally... I can go on it right now, and you can see I've actually got it installed on here. So yeah, it can play Fallout 76. I have been playing Fallout 76 on my couch on quite a few occasions, and farming stuff. So yeah, it is very good for that. Also, don't you have any other surge protectors in your entire house, Bubba? Just steal one of them for the meantime. Gotten 2 indigos earlier in the week and a pink this morning. Once I got a yellow, I can stop looking. I've never really looked for them, I'll be honest. The rare bats I've never really bothered with.
Aren't you cold, dear? Bundle up and sit down for a table.
Oh god, I need to get a Steam Deck then. Can it play Oregon Trail? The new one or the old one, Prophet? And the answer is yes. My mom was in the driveway, I went outside and she left. What do you mean she left? Don't you have like another one somewhere in the house connected to something? Just take it from there. I think about buying a Tamagotchi. What the fuck? I hadn't either until Morp told me about the 6x vendor in White Springs Mall. Quick check between cola guys. Just takes a few extra seconds. I've just never bothered looking for them. Like, I've genuinely never bothered looking for,
What are you doing out there in the dark? Come sit by
Come on,
the fire.
fucking do something, Penny. I've never bothered looking for them in general. Like, baseball bats are one of those things where I don't really have any urge to make any.
This on? Oh, good. I'm sure glad the speakers are still working. Hello,
Tamagotchis, oh boy, haven't seen one of those in years. I've seen plenty of them, but then I have kids and I've went into toy shops and they are there quite often.
Terrors of the Dark. Seems the holotape has some errors. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine.
What do you mean it's not long enough?
Hello? This story is about me. A pioneer scout. I wake up one night and
It's about the Pioneers. I'm gonna shoot
I'm alone.
whatever.
Everyone's beds are
To
empty.
Whis?
My
I'm very
mom is
confused.
counting, but I know I have to go outside and look for everybody. I want to get up, but the shadows are reaching for me. They're gonna attack me.
What even like does it mean right
Please help me fend them
now?
off.
Right. Bugs? Oh, right, it's shadows. We'll kill the bugs first. Well, that aligned properly with what I need to do. Bang. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. I need to find a sugar mama to spend their caps. I mean, where are you gonna get a sugar mama these days?
Burst out from under the covers. Not stopping until I've made it outside. There, I see the warm glow of a campfire.
Is a holy fire with bloodied hitmans and weightless any good or just script? Andrew, bloodied, very good. Hitmans, is that damage while aiming? Like, remind me if I'm correct. Damage while aiming and weightless? Because if that's bloodied, damage while aiming, and weightless, that is a very good roll. So, yes, keep it.
They don't listen.
Not this mama, I'm looking for a sugar daddy.
Watch, laugh, drink, and share
Good luck with that, Bubba.
all into them.
Good luck with that. I haven't gotten the holy fire yet. Someone was selling one for 10k caps. Seems pricey. Well, Sean, I wouldn't say they're relatively easy to get. They're common enough. Just make sure you're going to Beasts of Burden and you've got a chance of getting one.
So I go into the forest.
Dad, do you realise there is a Skibidi Toilet movie and series being made by Michael Bay? What your kids will want to see. Tachanka, they will fucking be drowned in the toilet long before they get the chance to see that movie. I am not letting my children watch anything to do with Skibidi Toilet, because it's just fucking dumb. It's just dumb. No problem, Sean. But yeah, just, like, as I said, just head to Beasts of Burden. Just don't skip it anytime you see it and make sure to do it, and you'll eventually get one. I mean, I got a Holy Fire earlier today, but I need to re-roll it for better effects. Ooh, there's random stuff here. Yoink. Bad ants. Small ants. I don't know what you mean, Kenobi. I have no knowledge of that weapon.
My eyes on the ground, find enough wood. When I turn around, there's
No knowledge of that weapon at all.
I don't know if I wandered too far, or if the campfire has gone out, drenching all the scouts in darkness.
Boing.
Oofda! I'm so sorry to interrupt the tale, but we have an emergency, or at least my
No, it's
small
nocturnal
emergency
explosive.
protocol says.
Yes.
My protocol is pulling up
Eh,
a
right, I'm looking up and I can see stars. Is it nighttime?
And I counted everyone correctly, but we should be thorough just in case. If we
I think it's
find
nighttime.
a shadow camper, let's look for
Give me your
traces
bug
he
meat.
may have left behind. And remember the buddy system.
I never want to remember the buddy system. Gives me bad memories. I always forget the different variations of this event. It's the Lucky Charm washcloth. Apparently, I've just lucked out, found a load of them though. Now, is it the one with a stupid bottle top in here? Maybe not. I think, yeah, the other thing's down there that I found. I wish that they make a real night. Make night a real night. Just like pitch fucking black so you can't see tits.
Fire went out. Easier than I thought. Right about now, the rest of the scouts will be scared out of their minds.
They need to add a daytime version of the. Yeah, I do agree. They do need to add like a
Maybe I will.
diurnal effect.
There. Telling the story seems like the only way to prove it to them.
And in theory, a crepuscular effect.
That's me. I wrote it and uploaded it to Penny myself. No one believes me.
Points to anybody who knows what crepuscular means.
Something got my brother Ronnie. Something got my camp counselor.
God, I only have one of those fucking things. It used to be a lot darker. I had to use night vision perk to see anything at night. I do remember it being a lot darker, yeah. Dwellers Must Die server is really dark. Huh. Boing. 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 God, Leia. Just stop screaming and just die already. I'd love nocturnal weapons glowed. I'd love if there was more glowing weapons. Like, that would also be pretty cool if you could actually have proper glowing weapons as well. Night night, buddy. Like, you could find rare versions of weapons. Like, not it doesn't offer anything, like, unique. Kind of like the glowing Fashnas mats. You could accidentally craft, like, a glowing legendary weapon. That would be pretty cool. Archer Link's pissing all over. Wait, what? Yeah, back when 76 was a survival game. Yes, definitely. Maybe West Virginia has lighter nights. Never been there. I don't think it does. I think the only place that technically has lighter nights is the Arctic Circle. I want to say, like, the North Pole rather than the South Pole, but it could be either. Because I know there's a part on the planet that literally is daytime 90% of the time.
What's that over there?
What have you been using against Earl? He was unimpressed with my plasma caster. Typically I just throw my own feces at him, I'll be honest. Now, what I tend to use, and I'm just checking how many minutes till the next event, what I tend to use against Earl is, I've used fixers, handmaids, radium rifles, Gatling plasmas, plasma casters, fist weapons. Literally, I'll use anything on him. I'll whack that motherfucker with anything. When you're playing Helldivers 2, I've already played Helldivers 2. Yeah, they have like 2 months of constant daylight and 10 months of pitch black darkness. I'm fairly certain whatever it is, whatever space that is, Kenobi, the opposite side of the planet is the opposite way around, where it's 10 months of like daylight and then 2 months of pitch black darkness. And I don't know which one I'd prefer. Initiating override. Stop defaulting to top chat. Top chat, you dick. Right. Watch out. The question is, how many Scorched will spawn in a dress? What is a good roll for the regular first Zapper? 2-shot. 2-shot. VATS hit chance. Probably AP cost. I do like to fist Errol. But to be fair, I like to fist everything. I'm going to join you right after I finish this 800-gram steak I bought for 70% off at Lidl. I mean, fair enough. Oh, when is this here? I totally blanked out and didn't notice. I miss original first Zappers giving free nades. Oh, somebody started Encryptid. That is definitely something I want to go to instead. Boing. Come on, let me drop this fucking thing down. That is a lot of random pish. Part of me doesn't want to go yet though, because the robots are nearly done. If you buy enough steak, can you assemble a cow? Is it like a jigsaw? It definitely isn't. Nothing is like a jigsaw, even a jigsaw. Because it would imply that you precision cut the cow so that you could put it back together. I don't think anybody's going to that level of effort when doing butchery. Not to mention, I don't think cows are made entirely of steaks. And organs, don't forget organs, Andrew. These sneaky little bastards. Where's the other fucking 5 of them? What was that? Well, I think that's them dead. And then we teleport to Encryptid. It always takes the longest time to finish off like that last enemy on the bar up here, which is really irritating. Oh, never mind. It just was behind me, so I didn't see it. I apologize, game. Right, let's get over here because this event is probably just beginning.
Alright, listen up, agents. If you're hearing this,
Oh, there's fire everywhere, so I'm assuming the imposter's up.
that don't sit well with me. We just initiated the recall process for a rogue assaultron. A tough one. This thing's got a shield so strong hardly anything will fix it. I have just severe threat. Got 3 pylons set up around the area. Starting one of these up.
Don't know if anybody's Nope, I immediately died. Overkill is a very fun weapon to use on private servers.
Pumps from you.
I mean, like, any weapon's fun to use if you enjoy it.
Lead all 3 active to down it.
Like, when it comes to the mini nukes, I think there's a time and a place to use them, and public events is rarely that time. Where is that stupid... Oh god, there it is. Yeah, let me get away from it. It punches me, it'll kill me. No. Let's go to the combat inhibitor, that's what I'm looking for. Where's this goddamn sheep? Directly below me. Oh, there it is. There we go. Right, looting time. But this character keeps getting overweight so quickly. Oh shit, I realised there was that many of them there. So many Mr. Gutsies, so little time. That sheep is a pain in the bumhole. I find it funny that the sheep squatch is literally the most dangerous enemy in the game. Like, it's kind of like a throwaway boss fight at the extent. And it is by far the highest damaging enemy in the game. And it's just this random fucking robot someone made and put in a fucking sheep carcass. Yet it completely will wreck your shit. I don't want to put down a floating tent. I can tank it on my bloodied unarmed. This guy is not set up to tank deadly squat. This character is designed to shoot from a distance. And I'm fairly certain her endurance isn't very good either. I think I might have run out of smoked fillet, so I'm probably due another one. I'm looking in the completely wrong thing. Where are you? God, I get that spoiled meat. Where are you, you stupid smoked fella? Yoink. Hey. Nope, I'm still overweight apparently. How am I overweight? What the fuck? I mean, that might have something to do with it, but you know. Might have to go dump stuff on the alt's behalf. I have picked up a bunch of legendaries, haven't I? Is form armor good for unarmed? Yes. Yes, it is. Form armor is very good for unarmed. It gives you essentially just extra damage for doing nothing different. It's got relatively decent defenses in comparison to other things, because obviously you've got the Secret Service armor, the Recon Brotherhood armor, but then it's basically just scout armor. So its resistances are actually not bad. So yeah, it's a good alternative. And because you get the bleed damage from attacking and being attacked, it's better than just running around with just basic armor on. For melee, it's one of the armor sets that I would heavily recommend you bother to pick up, because there's no real downside to it. Let's get rid of some of this junk. Let's say junk. Scrip. Oh, no, that's the... God damn it. Fucking T65 stuff. See, is there... Probably better to get the new stuff in first. Oh, goddamn. Freaking stuff I can't do anything with. And this is why you don't learn plans that you can't drop. Because then, when you get overweight, you can't drop the goddamn pieces of crap. At the same time, I can still do that if I drop stuff. I like to use it on my unarmed and run the Concedo expedition because I'm a professional gambling addict. I don't think that's how that event works. I don't think that's how expeditions work. I run expeditions because I have a gambling problem. Whee! Crab people, crab people. Hey, Catherine, how are you getting on? Welcome to the stream. How's it crack-o-lacking? There are slot machines in the casino. There is, but I don't think that's how gambling works when it comes to going to the slot machines, because you're not getting any. Like, I very rarely lose anything from those machines. Hello, sir. Can you get out of the water so I can VATS attack you? Apparently not. Did he just teleport into the abyss? There's definitely teleporting crab magic going on in this event. Just lurking about at the moment. Well, very good to have you here. So I'm debating of sticking with my nocturnal rifles and armor, or switching to junkies, losing some special and more damage. But I mean, I would encourage anybody to try out a junkies build. I think junkies is one of the underrated champions of the game. But I really do wish that they would give junkies an armor set that would work in tandem with it, because it just doesn't get enough love, and that's because it doesn't have like a good armor set to work with it, if you don't include over ears. But I don't, because it's not like it's specially tailored towards junkies builds. But now the slot machines, I always break even with them. Need to bring back the mutated event week. I mean, we just had that the other week, so, you know, it's on a 2-week rotation cycle. So it would have been this week that we would have had mutated events, but because Holiday Scorched is on, that's why we don't have them this week. So next week we won't have an event unless they've got another one scheduled that I haven't been paying attention to, and then after that we'll have the mutated week again. But yeah, they have been trying to just inundate us with random events recently. I don't get why we have Holiday Scorched at the moment. I don't get the point of it, especially when they had treasure hunters scheduled and then didn't actually put them out, which really annoyed me. I wish it was changed to afflictions that uses addictions and bad status effects. Yeah, they really need to work on junkies. It's not where it needs to be. It's definitely not where it needs to be. But I don't want Christmas in July. I have never wanted Christmas in July. I barely want Christmas in December. The next wave of Mirelurks approach. Now, where are these fuckers coming from? Oh, there they are. Pew pew! Bad Mirelurks. I think this is the last wave anyway, so may as well get over here and try and kill them all. Crab people. Hey! Looks like crab, tastes like people. Where's the leader? I swear to God if he's teleported into the fucking... Oh, there he is. Oh, need to heal myself. How can you have Christmas in December if you don't have Christmas in July? Well, quite easily. When 4-star legend effects are added, we need an effect that increases damage for every point of charisma. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with it. From what I saw originally, the legendary effects for 4 stars were all, like, kind of not as good as the other effects. I have to say it in another brick in the wall voice. But I'm not going to say it in how, like, it's, if you don't have your meat, you can't have any pudding. Hello, crab. Thank you for your 1-star, crab. I would have much preferred a 3-star, but thank you for your 1-star regardless. All in all, it's another crab in the wall. But my face is itchy as hell today, I don't know what that is. I would go with a good junkie effect. If they added more effects to make junkies more viable, I would be very happy. Like, there's so many, like, many effects in Fallout 76 that either need reworked or need, like, a kind of... buff isn't the right word, but they need something to give them that extra additional effect to make them fun, to make them usable, to make people want to use those builds and use those different things, and it just really isn't that in the game anymore at the moment. I think the main thing to start off with is add in like an armor set that goes with the other damaging types like aristocrats or junkies. Like, the more money you have, then you can, like, if you would die, you can use money to revive yourself or something like that. I don't know. Like, that's just a fucking me saying something that I haven't really thought about. Like, I don't think that's a good effect, but it could be used. Somebody's killed all these little fuckers. Dang. Let's see. Let's try Tyler County. Should be specific to specific styles. What do you mean by that, Prophet? Because I'm unsure. Just use alcohol to make charisma skyrocket and do insane damage, plus any addictions. Well, the biggest current problem with addictions is that if you use the chems that you're addicted to, you lose the effect of the addictions. Therefore, you do not get, like, the actual benefit of being addicted in the first place. Because the whole point of a junkie build is that you should be like a fucking super meth head that's just powered by drugs and rage. But that's not how it works. That's literally not how the junkies build work. Basically, just you're nerfed in every single way, shape, or form, and you just get a 50% damage buff. But you're also nerfed in so many different ways because you're not using the chems that your character's addicted to. See, that would be interesting, Profit, but I think you'd have to make it so that aristocrats causes more caps to drop as well. And then what people would do would be focusing on, rather than automatic weapons, they would focus on like single shot weapons that do big ticket damage. Like, for example, grenade launchers. Because then you'd also get the AoE out of it, but you'd be only spending one cap. But that would be the interesting thing about it. It would cause people to use aristocrats on very specific stuff instead of the weapons. So yeah, I like that idea. Because if you used it on like a fixer or a heavy weapon, you'd run out of money for it pretty quickly. But if you had it on like railway rifles, not railway rifles, Gauss rifles, then it would be a bit more fun, a bit more interesting. Because then you wouldn't be shooting an awful lot of rounds, but you would potentially be getting your caps back as well. Aristocrats is what I run for the pretty easy 50% damage buff. Yeah, it is a good effect, Gorilla. Like, there's not many good damaging effects in this game. I mean, the main ones are Bloodied, obviously, Anti-Armor, Aristocrats, and yeah. There's not really any other ones after that. Unless I'm forgetting some. Like, two-shot you could sort of count, but two-shot I only think is viable with explosive. Junkies, you in theory could count, but again, that has a lot of downsides. Berserkers has a bunch of downsides as well. Furious is an okay one. It actually is a lot better than people give it credit for. But at the same time, Furious can't be used in tandem with things like Explosive because it just overrides it. So there's lots of different things that, pardon me, do work, but also don't work. And this is the kind of thing where Bloodied and Anti-Armor are pretty much, like, it's been dominant since the game came, well, dominant after the two-shot nerf, and nobody uses anything else most of the time. But I do agree, Aristocrats is up there, 100% up there. A junk jet that shoots caps. The cap jet. That man's trying to steal my goddamn deadly Scorched. Right, let's go to this Fisher site. So I mean, like, adding effects and benefit styles, like, let's be real, manual aim at sniping is clearly outshined by commandos. VTS add an effect that gives plus damage on weak spots. The damage enemy type effect should add more armor pen and even. Yeah, I think that there definitely needs to be some reworking of a lot of the main types of effects and things. I would definitely love to see things that buff like manually aiming stuff. Like, I know the damage while aiming sort of kind of encourages that, but like, people quite often just opt for faster fire rate or explosive, which then just gives the same kind of, like, explosive in a lot of cases gives the same benefit of damage while aiming without aiming. So it's that kind of thing where, yeah, there's quite a lot of things that just counteract certain playstyles because it's just so much more powerful. I'm excited that the V63 carbine, it is basically just Furious but better in every way. I'm looking forward to the new weapons as well. I'm always looking forward to new weapons, let's be clear. Like, one of my favourite things in this game is fucking around with new weapons. One of my biggest things, but I know I could go on the test server and play around with that weapon. I'm not going to do it on the basis that I want it in game before I test it. Because testing something on a test server, when it could get nerfed, it could get fucking removed, any number of things could happen. I just find it a pointless endeavor. Like, test server stuff is all fine and well to say, oh, they're fixing this, they're doing this, they're doing that. But when it comes to testing the actual weapons, I just don't think it translates well to the game later on.
There is another trouble spot we wish to survey.
So I'm looking forward to testing it, but I need to wait until it's in the game before I do that.
That is all.
Hey, well, exactly. Ticket to Revenge is a perfect example, because sometimes they decide, no, this is too strong, and they change it before it hits live. And it's that kind of way where you get your hopes up, you get like this kind of idea in your head of how something's going to work, and then it doesn't work that way. And it just means that you have to then make a second video on it, which is, because the first one is completely and utterly false, is probably the right way to put it, but yeah. I mean, for example, a good example of something that might change is that video I recently put out about people modding or rather re-rolling the weapons that currently can be re-rolled from events like your Blue Ridge Caravan, poker and whatnot. Like, that could change, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to change in the way that re-rolling them is going to be possible on the test servers. I think what's either going to happen is they're going to remove the re-rolled items, or they're going to leave it as it is. And I think they're going to leave it as it is, personally, because why would you piss everybody off for no reason with weapons that aren't even that good? Like, if it was fucking old legacy weapons, yeah, I think they should have removed them earlier than they did, and it was completely justified, and yeah, I agree with that decision. But these weapons I wouldn't agree with, because they don't harm anybody, and they were put into the game and were made intentionally so you could re-roll them. Like, that wasn't like a bug, that wasn't a mistake, that's what they did intentionally. So removing the re-rolled ones now is like a fucking shit dick move, but like stopping you from re-rolling them is fine. So yeah, there's things that they do, things that they change, and we just kind of have to wait and see what happens. It's very much a case of we just don't know what the future holds for certain things.
Initiating surveillance process. Scanning.
Whee!
Scanning.
Wow, I didn't expect to die from that height.
Resource
Oh well.
authorized. Please clear the area.
Figaro, Figaro. Boing. Right. Let's see if we get something good from this. They're shooting my bumhole. Ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-da-dum. Right, who did it lure?
Warning. Hostile forces detected. Resource drop.
Shoot them in the face. Or they're just super mutants. Bad super mutants.
Secured. Remote unlock complete. Have a nice day.
Still mad about the combat rifle fixer doesn't have free away option. I mean, you never know. They might add that in. There's always a chance that they add new things in. As slim as it may be, there's always a chance. Especially since they are looking in and figuring out how to rework things. Right, where is that nuke going? It looks like the Queen. We have an event about to pop as well, which should be interesting, because if it's eviction notice, the Queen is getting fucking ignored. Quick question, as you level up clothes that make your weapon stronger, or am I dumb? Liam, no, it doesn't make your weapon stronger. What it does is, as you level up until level 50, you can get weapons of a higher level. The max level for weapons is level 50, but your weapons don't get any stronger based on your level. You pretty much cap out at level 50. And then there's some weapons that don't even have like level 50 variations on them. Did it work? Yeah. That did not work. I'm gonna have to actually physically get up. So yeah, like your weapons don't get any stronger. I can't wait till the legendary craft we work. Yeah, me too. Me too. It's going to be very fun. Do you think they'll ever increase the level cap of weapons? I think that is actually a big plan that they're thinking of coming up with, is increasing the level cap of equipment. Did we get an event pop? We must have done. What event did we get? Path to Enlightenment, Scorched Earth it is. Yeah, there is evidence, I think, that there is things that are going to be popping in the near future in terms of increasing the level cap of weapons to bring it in line. I think what they might do is, for example, for weapons that are notoriously weaker than other ones, they'll bring up their level cap, like put, let's say, Crusader pistols to level cap to 60, but leave Fixer and like Handmaids where they are. There's some weapons that only have like a level cap of 45, so if they're not performing very well, they can up the level cap in that. So yeah, is Cryolator any good? Depends what you're using it for, Andrew. Like, Cryolator is actually really usable against the Scorched Beast Queen, because what you do with it is you use it when she's on the ground, and it keeps her on the ground for much longer. Is it good in damage? No, it's shit. It's like a very shitty weapon for damaging things, but it is good for what its niche is, which is slowing down enemies and keeping bosses in place. So it's a good weapon to use on like the Scorched Beast Queen in order to keep her down on the ground. Well, she kicked me in the gonards. Avenge me! She really had a hard-on for me there. That was weird. Yeah, it's like the Cryolator is good for memes, but it's not really practical weapon in general. Like, it's one of the few... Like, I'll be honest, most weapons you can use in 99.9% of situations. The Cryolator is one of them that I just don't recommend it, even if you can. Because even against basic enemies, the damage is so piss poor. Like, it's one of the few weapons that is just genuinely bad and needs a massive rework. Because in theory, it should actually be really good. But it just doesn't work out to be effective at anything it does. Oh. Give me your stuff. I did not mean to pick that up. There we go. Yay! I'm probably going to need to swap off this character in the near future because it's going to be getting too hefty. God, there's so many of these goddamn Scorched around here. Now, did they... They did, but I don't have a fucking radiation suit to deal with it. Let's see, did we get any random... Yeah, I didn't got any random goodies. But yeah, when it comes to weapons in general, there's no weapon in the game that I would say is particularly unviable, but unfortunately the Cryolator is one of the ones that I just don't think is worth using. Like, the sheer ammo cost of it's just fucking ridiculous. But ultimately, if you find it fun, then you can always use it. I just wouldn't recommend it. Let's see. I remember what I called that other one. I have so many weapons, it is unreal. There it is. Queen just dropped me 2 free stars. I mean, it does happen rarely, Kenobi. Like, sometimes events get bugged, like the... God, what is that called? The one with the douchebag freaking... Meat Week. Sometimes the legendaries there drop multiple weapons. It's very rare, but it does happen.
Hey, I know you.
Alright, while we're here, let's
I've heard some amazing stories
figure
about
this douche.
you. You're a legend
Come on, Benny.
here. Welcome back. Perfect.
Perfect! Whack. Give me the Blue Ridge Caravan's shite. Doo-doo-doo. Who have we got today? We've got Ares.
Okay, gather round. Job is really simple, but also really dangerous, so listen up. We're hiring you to protect these pack ramen and their
That's stone cold.
Today, the role of merchant will be played by none other than Rudy. Say hi, Rudy.
They are nerfing eviction notice, Andrew.
At all costs.
I'm not happy about it. I've got a video going live on Saturday, voicing my thoughts and my kind of point of view on it. But yeah, like nerfing eviction notice is just criminal, legitimately criminal.
Even at the cost of Rudy's life? Did I hear that right?
Don't know what you're talking about, Rudy. Keep up.
Uh-huh.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Why is that down there? I definitely need to get these miscellaneous things on the right hand side of the screen. Right, get rid of that. I don't know why these keep activating. I turned them off multiple times, but they just keep appearing.
Oh, good. You're
Yep.
here. We've got trouble. Blood eagles. Lots of them.
Can't this
Where's
ever
the
be easy?
goddamn miscellaneous ones?
Sounded like
There
they've
they are.
already overrun the second checkpoint. They'll be on us any minute.
I don't want to do any of your fucking miscellaneous shit.
Everyone hold position.
Contact!
There we
We've
go.
got contact!
Don't forget about the Brahmin. They'll be gunning for them.
Okay, just let the fucking blood eagles come and try and shoot me, you son of a bitch. Ah, the sweet taste of murder. They should add more joke weapons like the first Appler, Paddleball, and Call Me Whacker. I do think they should add more joke weapons, but I'd also like them to add joke weapons that work in weird ways, but actually work. Because let's be honest, nothing funnier than a joke weapon that actually annihilates people. Bad blood eats. Ooh.
Man, y'all messing around today.
It's always
Nuka
kill or
Quantum
be killed
First
with blood
Zapper.
eagles.
Dear Lord.
I hope we can set
Just
up more
everything
settlements
explodes.
like
Well,
Everyone's soul.
friends out there didn't want to come with
Do
me.
any other routes see this much action?
I'd like some sort of salt launcher.
oh, that's right.
That would be a good weapon.
No,
Just launches salt at people.
Big Band is its own special nightmare. for us
Stings their
merchants.
wounds.
Not much choice in the matter, though. Believe it or not, it's the safest route.
Or like different ammos. I think something that they've missed a real trick with in this game is that you should be able to load different types of rounds into weapons. And I mean like
Trust me on that one.
cryo, pyro, fucking electric, explosive. Like there's so many different things they could have done to make it a bit more, yeah. Bring back the paint gun. I want the pain gun, Kira. Also welcome. How are you getting on? Who needs the pepper shaker when you have the salt shaker? Well, they should have had like salt rounds for that. And it just fires like white mist at them. Do 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 do. Woo!
playing at? Leave the cleanup to me. You just watch for ambushes.
I still don't quite understand why the Blood Eagles have sealed them in. Like, they've deliberately put up, like, drywall so that they can blow it up and pop through and go, hello! And they do it every time this event ticks. Like, they just go, I'm gonna put up some drywall so I can jump out and scare the shit out of these guys and their cow. Yeah, that's how I kill people. I just kill them with their sodium intake, causing them to have a heart attack. Oh. It's also funny how very little I see this event pop. I literally only see Riding Shotgun pop unless, like, one of us pops it. There's so many people that don't know what the prerequisite trigger of it is. And in this day and age, that's just insane how many people don't know.
Little eaglets have waiting for us.
Is there any paints for Railway Rifle in-game I can view and find? I'm sure there is, but I'm trying to remember what the paint is, because I'm sure I've got one that you can find. I'm sure there's a Railway Rifle paint coming in the Halloween stuff, Liam. Like, I'm 100% certain that there's a Railway Rifle paint coming with the Halloween stuff. So in October, you're definitely going to have a paint that you're going to be able to get.
Pay him our respects and get that gate open.
Cole.
Our captain is dead. Good going.
I like it. Don't leave me in the
Let's
promise
clean up
of
the
defense
stragglers.
myself. Pretty exposed down here.
They should add portable workbenches to the atomic shop.
Stragglers don't look too demoralized though, so help keep.
Well, they do have portable workbenches in the atomic shop. It's called the oh god, there's a legendary here. It's called the your camp tents. I'm trying. There's a legendary over here if people want it. I mean, if no one's coming over, I'm just gonna kill it. Oh well.
All right, we're doing okay. Making good time. Still breathing.
We're not out of the woods yet. We just killed one of their captains. They're gonna get a little vengeful.
Did the button open? Why is that button not working?
I can't wait.
Oh, the cow's moving, but the button isn't. What? Is the cow just gonna, like, go through here?
For years, I could barely breathe through the blood caked up in my throat. But little by little, I found my footing again. Even back then, there's all sorts of shit you could get mixed up in. Mistakes you made weren't just wiped clean.
It's probably just phase through it then.
So I searched and searched until I didn't. That life.
If they do that, Andrew, it'd probably be like a disposable
Found
workbench.
something there that gave me a reason to stay.
I'm sure the cows are just gonna walk straight through the door.
Caps, right? Bet it was the caps.
No.
Yep.
But the caps don't hurt.
Oh, maybe not. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they just teleported through. Ha 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 ha. Teleporting cows. Oh, I hear a dog. Cows using photo mode, yep. Raider reputation glitch still works. Well, I wouldn't recommend abusing glitches.
A steady tremble from
You never know what'll happen.
the approach.
Ever.
I like you, Ares, but you're freaking me the hell out.
Protect the Brahmin. Return the slab. It is a Bethesda game, yes.
Watch the rear, we're surrounded.
Bugs are par from the course. But with it being a live service games, if you get caught doing glitches, they can and they will punish you on occasion. So always be careful with it. Hence why I never advise people to use them. At the end of the day, you can do whatever the fuck you like. What am I, your mum? He threw a grenade at me, that little bastard. Where are you? Where are you? It's a lot of dead dogs. Not to be confused with free dogs. How long have we got to the next event? 4 minutes. That's actually quite good timing. Dang you, Kenobi.
Now seems as good a time as any.
Agreed. Let's move out. Make for the exit.
Whoa. Wonder if we'll get anything good. I doubt it. I rarely get anything good from this event. Oh god.
I think we lost him. Thanks, guys. Happy to still be breathing.
Well done. We're in the clear. Let's head out there while we can.
Right, so let's see what we get. Huh. Huh. How dare you? Nah, I got deadly dick. Right, we have 3 minutes till the next event. So let's see. Do we have anything that's popped up? Oh, we've got drop connection in Watoga again. We can go and do that quickly before the event pops, and hopefully we get something fun. Something very fun. Too fun. This game would be improved if there was less loading screens.
There is another trouble spot we wish to survey. Any capable men and women should proceed to the designated location.
Welcome,
That is all.
members. I think we all got trash, unless someone else didn't. I definitely got trash. I got a pile of butt farts. Did that robot just call me fucking stupid? He's lucky I'm running. Boopity boop boop. They should add a squeaky hammer that does 1 damage and has stupidly high knockback. I would be behind that hammer. However, people would just primarily use it to grief other players.
Point oriented. Please proceed to next triangulation point.
Boop-a-doo.
Connection established.
Oh god, that goddamn freaking washing machines is making its song and dance again. Do 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 do. I hate my washing machine so much. It's got the stupidest, catchiest little. Oh, was the other point up there? Am I being dumb? I think I was being dumb. I must have been being dumb. Very rarely does it spawn both of them up here. But apparently it did. Hey, uranium fever, that's actually not bad. Uranium fever is done and got me down. Don't die to the fall.
Resource drop authorized. Please clear the area.
It is nothing but pain in theirs, that noise.
Detecting sentient life.
Yeah.
Elevated. Engaging hostile.
Apparently it detected sentient life, but it definitely wasn't me. Must have been Inez. Did you make a boodly-boo noise?
Warning. Warning. Hostile
Where are the
forces
hostiles?
resource drop.
I want to shoot things in the face. Nope, nope. Eh. Mm. Why is everything exploding? Wipe out attracted creatures. Tell me where they are. Is that one? I think that is one. Right, there's another one. There you are. Yeah. Why did he take no damage all of a sudden? Is that all of them? Any more? Can everything stop fucking exploding?
Area secured. Remote unlock complete. Have a nice day.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain they would, Andrew. I'm fairly certain they would. Right into the river. Right where they belong. Right. Uranium fever time. Welcome to Blackwater Mine.
Please stop and approach for identification. Your identification has been confirmed.
Move.
Proceed to the uranium extract.
Do 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 do. This is one of the events that I like to go to on the basis that I might get God Drop. When the option to become a ghoul is added, people would start shooting at their feet with explosive radiums to heal. I mean, that is the kind of unique interaction that I'm looking forward to with ghouls, is that radiation potentially heals you. But we don't know the full specs of it yet, because, I mean, as a ghoul, there has to be like a major downside to radiation. Like, there has to be some sort of like pro and con to it. Like, yes, radiation heals you, but you're also, like, your armor's halved or something like that. There needs to be a caveat for it. It can't just be that you're capable of doing everything the human characters can, but you're immune to fucking radiation.
Keep away from extraction units while operational. Hostile trespassers detected. Employees are encouraged to remove trespassers before damage to extractor units occurs.
Do, 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 do. Yeah, there needs to be like a downside to being a ghoul. Otherwise, they are just like absolutely, utterly broken just because. When is the next update coming? Because my second and third person is getting full. Well, I mean, from what we know, it should, in theory, be coming with the next scoreboard. And the scoreboard currently ends in about, I want to say 50 days. So we've got like a month and a bit until the next update. So in theory, it should be then. Hey Derek, how are you getting on, man? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, we don't rightly know when it's coming. We just sort of vaguely know when it should be arriving. You're a little close there, buddy. Literally personal space. I've never understood that when you're standing somewhere and then someone insists on just, like, standing right on fucking top of you. It's like, do you fucking mind?
Terminated management personnel. Remove this individual from the premises.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? You absolute rim job. They need to add a weapon that's essentially Wabba... Oh, the Wabbajack. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Like, seriously, what's this person's malfunction? Did their father not hug them enough as a child? Fuck off to another location. He likes how I smell. I don't like how he smells. He smells like diarrhea and piss. He smells like a really old person on the bus. And ultimately, him getting in the way impacts both of our efficiency. I'm like a dad to him? What, indifferent to his existence?
Adequate uranium volume extracted and processed. Output quantity increased. Detecting terminated management personnel.
Right, where's the management?
Remove this individual from the
Oh, there he
premises.
is. He didn't even get a chance to turn into a legendary, he just got instantly killed. Now, for anybody that doesn't know, the main reason why I say this is such a good event is because you can get the quote-unquote god drop from it. And what that entails is you get both the scout masks and free... I don't know if they're rare anymore, but at the time when it originally happened, free rare jumpsuits. Nowadays, I don't think the jumpsuits are quite as rare, but I can't remember what jumpsuits are. And now Inez is up here. This is a sausage fest right now. What is even fucking happening? I refuse to fucking move. Oh, that guy ran away. Don't forget, you can get the Mole Miner Gauntlet too. I don't want the Mole Miner Gauntlet. White Powder and Brotherhood of Steel jumpsuits are still pretty rare. I wasn't sure. I honestly couldn't remember which ones were rare and which ones weren't. Oh, nice. I bought the wife some Lego flowers the other day, and she finally finished them. They're funky. There's one. And there's number 2. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was shooting things. What?
Detecting terminated management
And now
personnel.
what the fuck is even happening here? Apparently Kenobi wanted in on the sausage fest. Oh well, I suppose that if you can't beat them, join them. I still refuse to move.
Adequate uranium volume extracted and processed. Output quantity increased.
Definitely refuse to move. Also, interesting thing, like, how does this, like, you know, the uranium extracted thing? What affects that, the speed that goes up, other than, you know, the extractors not being destroyed? Because sometimes the extractors don't get destroyed, but it still doesn't get you to tier 4. Like, I've seen that so many times. Liam, if we knew, we'd fucking tell you. We don't have a clue. This is what happens in Fallout stays in Fallout. Because yeah, like, we didn't even get to rank 3 there, but I didn't see any of the extractors break. Alrighty, Glitter. Hopefully you have some fun. Gotta run and pick up meds while wait for the update. But yeah, no. Have fun. Have fun and enjoy your meds. Hopefully they're delicious. I don't even know what that means, but yeah. Hopefully they're delicious. Well, that's a hell of a lot of mole miner gauntlets. Scrap away! Scrappy dappy do. Recon Enclave Plasma. Interesting, what did I get? Okay, that I might keep. Because you never know when you want another sniper enclave. So I'm probably going to accidentally scrap it instead of putting it in storage. There's a box here. Let's see, do I have enough room for it in storage? Let's take out a rifle of some sort. Let's see. Do I have a decent little rifle that I can bring out and play around with? Yeah, we'll go with that one. And in turn, we'll put in... Where is it? Enclave. E. Oh no, it wasn't Enclave, it was something. It'll be in the new tab. God, I've completely forgotten what it was called. Let's go to scrap it and that'll tell me what it is. Recon, so it's R. Right, that makes a lot more sense. That made sense why I wasn't finding it. Right, in the storage you go. There we go. Stored away. Ghoul Slayer's effect is going to be viable for PvP when ghouls are added. Technically, yeah, I would assume so, Andrew. I scrapped it. What should be a button to scrape all weapons and ammo? Yeah, 100%. What's a good way to get a lot of caps? Using your daily cap limit, like buying stuff, well, selling stuff to your vendor bots. Another good event, like a good event for caps, is test your metal. And obviously just putting stuff in the vendor at your camps. I mean, the best thing to sell quite often is mutations. Like if you sell mutations, you can sell out of them quite quickly. Any cheap script that you want to sell will get you a lot of caps. Obviously, it depends on how much you're selling them for, but typically if you're selling most 3 stars for like anywhere between 300 to 500 caps, they'll sell pretty quickly, especially to people like me who are constantly farming legendaries. There's also like stim packs are a good way of selling stuff, because I gather up like an insane amount of stim packs on a day-by-day basis just playing the game, and I end up selling them all to the vendor and making a fortune out of it. But it really just depends. There's lots of different ways of making caps. Bottled water is another one as well. Like if you have loads of water machines at your camp, you can then sell them at the vendors as well. But then obviously that requires you to be going through that amount. But yeah, I agree. There shouldn't be a daily script limit. There shouldn't be a daily cap limit. There should just be the ability to unlimitedly farm everything. But what you gonna do? That's the way the game works. Dear Lord. Thank you, Figaro. I'm gonna have to change character because I don't think I'm gonna be able to carry anything on this guy anymore. So we'll swap character. We'll bring in Liberate. Before I log off, I make a lot of headwear and sell them. I mean, whatever works. Horden script always keeps my stash full. I spend pretty much all my script on a week-by-week basis. But sometimes what I do on my alt that I do my Script My Pants videos with, I will gather up like 6,000 script and then make 3 videos in like the one go. And then just space them out for a couple of weeks. And then by the time that I'm like ready to do another video, or rather I need another video, weeks have went past. So then I can just do all my usual stuff. Is he overweight? Why is he overweight? What the fuck has he got on him that makes him overweight? Like, that is way too overweight. What the fuck? I don't recall him having this many random power armor pieces. Right, I can't go on him because he's too overweight. Jesus Christ, why have I got characters that have way too much shit in their inventory? If they don't have nerf eviction notice, do you think there's a risk of legendary crafting making it too easy to get god rolls? Jaren, it was explained to me by Wiggle yesterday. We were having a chat about it. When it comes to the legendary modules that you can attach to your weapons. So for 1-star effects, it's 15. For 2-star effects, it's, I think, 30. And then for 3-star effects, it is 90 modules to craft them. So even if you get like the 3-star effect that you want, it's expensive to work it that way. Like, it's going to be expensive to get god rolls. So I think, is it going to be easy to get god rolls? Yes. Is it going to be time consuming? Yes. I think it's going to be like a major time sink. However, I have came up with an idea of what you could do in order to kind of maximize your farming of like the new script and the new module kind of status quo. So my thought process is, what you do is you get a team of 4. Now, your team doesn't start out in a team. What you have is 4 people. Well, actually, you can have 2 people together, but 2 people in one team and 2 people in their own separate teams. So one of these people will go and start a silo run, and the other 3 will do a expedition. Now, these 3 people will get to the end of the expedition and wait. Once that nuke has been launched by the person from the silo, they jump to expedition person 1, jump into their expedition, the 2 of them complete the expedition, they then join the party of the person in expedition 2, and they complete the expedition, and then all 3 of them jump to expedition 3 and complete that expedition. They then jump to the event, which, because of the new legendary module system, should be Arrow, which in theory should drop 8 legendary modules, and then they do that event, and then they rinse and repeat that with all the nukes on the server, and then after the server is clean, they hit off Encryptid for another 8 modules, and they basically just do that over and over again, swapping who's launching the nukes on each server, and then swapping who's expedition 1, 2, and 3, so that, you know, it's not always the same person getting the most amount of modules out of it. So there is ways that it's going to be, and like, depending on how long it takes you to launch a nuke and complete the nuke event, you could be getting like an entire server done every, like, let's say the quickest 45 minutes to an hour. So every hour you in theory would get 3 times 8, that's 24 modules. Then you add in Encryptid, that's 32. Then you have the expeditions, which could get you anywhere between, because it's like 3 every time, so let's say 6. So 6 times fucking 4 is, my brain's going, 6 times 4 is 24. So you could be getting like anywhere between like 45 modules every hour potentially, depending on where you are on the chain of it. There's loads of ways of going about it. There's loads of ways to make it work, but like in theory, you could get a shitload of modules per hour. And it's all really dependent on who's going into the expeditions and who's getting the modules when. But I'm basing this on that cores become modules. So events like Encryptid, Arrow, the Sheep Squatch, and the... not the Sheep Squatch. What's it called? Free Range, and the other ones like give a Project Paradise. Hey, Mr. Mark, how are you getting on? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, there's loads of if, ands, and buts, but in theory, if you have a dedicated team, you could easily get hundreds of modules per day in the new system, in theory. But it is very much all a theory. It's not like, until it's physically in game, none of it is real. It's all just me making assumptions and, you know, assuming. But that being said, with a dedicated team in expeditions, you can actually get a fuckload of modules per hour anyway. Like, essentially, if you think about expeditions at the moment, you can complete an expedition anywhere between like 5 and 10 minutes. And if you're completing them every 5 and 10 minutes and then jumping into another 3 to 4 expeditions, that's like 8 modules per 10. Like, let's just put the worst case scenario and say 8 modules every 10 minutes. Like, that's a ridiculous amount of modules. So there's loads of ways around it, and it just depends on obviously if you're getting the max amount or the lowest amount from expeditions. So there is ridiculous methods to get stuff. Modules aren't hard to come by. It's just people don't optimize their way of farming it. Do you think the next update, rerolled Elders Marks and Holy Fire, will be restored to the original stats? 100%. I don't think they will. Like, I am fairly confident they're not going to be re-rolled. I think, yes, they're going to remove your ability to roll them, but what's the point in removing them? Because they don't, like... If you think the logic of the old legacy weapons, the old legacy weapons had a direct impact on how the game worked. Like, events were ruined by them, people were just fucking annihilating everything with those weapons. They were way too strong. Way too strong. These weapons, like Elder's Marks, the Holy Fire, they're not too strong. They're, like, granted, the Holy Fire makes most Flamers obsolete, but it's not too strong. It's not, like, overly broken. And to be fair, most people just use the Holy Fire as it is anyway. Like, most people don't re-roll the Holy Fire in the first place. So it's not like it'll stop people from using it anyway. It's just a case of, like, I think if they were overpowered, if they were broken, then I would expect them to do it, but it's a lot of effort for just to piss people off and not actually affect the outcome of the game. I've got 400 to 600 legendary cores doing Encryptid and sitting in the group server hoping for a chunk of a day. If they give the same modules, it would be crazy. My theory on what they're going to do with it, Mort, is that on the PTS, they have moved legendary cores to the collection tab. So on the PTS, and unless they've changed that, it's in this tab. They were literally here. Now, everything that's here, you use as a currency. So I think they're gonna add like a vendor where you can trade in your legendary cores for stuff, whether it be modules or something else. I don't know, but I think they're gonna add in some place that you can trade them in. It makes sense to me that they would do that. Like you'd get something for them because they're not getting rid of them. You're just gonna be able to trade them in, and then once everybody's traded them in, then they become obsolete, essentially. Right. Where do I go? Got bots on parade. Do we have any other events going? No, just bots. Let's head to bots. My butt cheeks have fallen asleep. They would make a large fraction of people leave the game if they were completely removed. I mean, it's that kind of way where I understood why they removed the legacies. I 100% was complaining about them for years. Like, legacies needed to be removed. They needed to be fixed or removed, and they couldn't fix them, so they had to remove them. But who's complaining about the power of an Elder's Mark? Who's complaining about Holy Fires? Who's complaining about fucking Blue Ridge Caravan branding irons? No one. No one's complaining about them. So if they ain't broke, don't fix them. There's no reason to remove them. There's no reason to fix it. It basically makes everybody annoyed if they remove them. I'm crying right now. Nocturnal AP, weapon weight reduction, secret surface armor. Why is Todd punishing me? Kenobi, right, I'm going to point out several things to you, Kenobi. You can't trade that anyway. Keep it until the next patch, and then put unyielding on it. What's the big deal? Like, literally, just keep that, and then change it to the, like, an actual god roll. It's not like you're going to be able to trade it anyway in the next... It's not like you can trade it now, and it's not like you're going to be able to trade it in the next patch, so, yeah. Just god roll it. That's the thing with a lot of gear. I'm looking at it with a whole new like set of eyes. When I get like near god roll stuff where the only star is the 1 star that isn't changed, and I'm like, I'm keeping that because it's good. But then again, I do need to scrap a load of stuff as well. Well, I don't necessarily think anybody's main weapon would be removed by it, Andrew, because not many people are using anything other than the Holy Fire out of those weapons. Like, the Holy Fire is the most popular one out of it, and most people use the Holy Fire as just the basic vampire variant. So I just don't see people leaving, because their main weapon's been removed. I definitely see people leaving because they've wasted a shitload of modules on it, and subsequently they've taken something that, quite frankly, isn't broken, isn't overpowered, isn't, you know, worth removing.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike.
I think that's my main thing. That's definitely my main thing. Like, there's no reason to remove them, so why remove them? And they haven't done it on the PTS, so I honestly don't think they will. I think ultimately they'll come to the conclusion, like, what's the point? It's just going to piss people off. And all it really does is have this rare, tradable thing that we've got. Imagine how people would leave if there was a 90% nerf to Commando. Well, pretty much, yeah. Like, if they fucked Commando over, people would definitely leave in droves. But then the problem is, if they screwed Commando over that badly, then, yeah, like, most of the damage in the game goes down the toilet. Then you've only really got heavy builds to support, like, boss events and things like that. I think, rather than nerf Commando, they need to buff other weapons. Like, that's the real kind of factor. Like, they need to buff things like pistols, they need to buff, like, single-shot rifles. You know, I think that, like, everything else just needs a general buff to be in line with Commando so that everything can be good. And don't get me wrong, I still think, like, single-shot rifles and pistols are, you know, viable and decent. But they're just not as good as Commando. There's no which way to kind of go about that. Who just dropped shit on me? Oh, there you are. Bad go. Where's the rest of them? Eh. Oh, there they are. Right, that's that event done. Where's the nuke going? Over here. Let's fast travel. If I used Holy Fire that I spent 2 days re-rolling and it just gets reset, I would be quite angry. I definitely would be. I'll be angry about it. Whether they do it or not is the real question. But I don't think Bethesda even knows if they're going to do it or not yet either. 5 times buff to pistols, people might actually use them. I mean, I use them. And if they do buff them, I will use them even more. But yeah, they definitely need to do something. And they are rebalancing things, and they are changing things and doing stuff, so we'll see what it leaves in the grand scheme of things. But until they actually do something, we'll never really know what their plans are. There's also everything that they say they're going to do or everything they've got planned isn't necessarily going to come to pass because, as we know, things sometimes just don't work out that way. Things get left on the cutting room floor, things just don't work as intended. Do you like the rebalance of the railway on the PTS? I think that it isn't actually as much of a nerf as people seem to think it is. Because my biggest problem with the railway rifle in general use is that it fires so fast and does so much damage that quite often the server can't cope with the damage you're doing and the speed you're doing it, and it bugs out and then you don't actually do any damage at all, or it just doesn't register your hits. So slowing down the fire rate, I think actually is a really good idea, because it means that the server gets a chance to actually realize that you've done damage, and then the gun actually does the damage it's meant to do. So then you use less ammo. And quite frankly, a lot of the time you're killing things in 1 to 2 shots with a railway rifle. It's only really the big targets that you're going to be doing more shots into. So, like, do I really care that I deliver those 2 shots so much quicker than, so much slower than before? Not really. Not really at all. Yeah, the 8 AM Blade, they're great. Rifleman 2 is great. The recoil is actually usable now. Yeah, there's also that. Like, you can manually aim the damn fucking thing now instead of having to rely on VATS. I think it is a viable nerf. But at the same time, I don't really see it as a nerf. I see it as an adjustment. I just read the one woman from Egypt competed in the fencing on the Olympic Games while 7 months... What the fuck? Did she know she was 7 months pregnant? Because that would be an extra level of stupidity. To be fair, that baby could say that it won a medal if she did win. Like, that is a good question, Mort. Did she win? Because that baby can have a claim to fame that it won an Olympic gold. I won an Olympic gold while I was still in the womb. Well, that was the Scorched Beast with 2 brains. You know, I've completely forgotten to check if I was doing any of my actual dailies. I got too caught up in the sauce. Oh, that's actually a point. Dump them in before something happens and I end up getting killed. If they really wanted to nerf ray rifles, they would have increased the AP cost. Yeah, I mean, they did nerf them. They have definitely nerfed them. But whether, like, I don't see it as a nerf, though. I really don't see it as a nerf. I see it as just an adjustment. Railway rifles have been left as they are. Oh. Railway rifles have been left as they are since the game's launch. And they've never been nerfed, they've never been adjusted, they've never been fixed. And they have just been consistently very strong. So I need Festive Scorched and Teddy Bears. And a good place to get Festive Scorched is actually Collision Course, so we'll head down there. The Fat Gut is a massive giveaway. Well, I mean, it would be, yeah. But then somebody could just be fat and fencing. I don't know if fencing is a sport where you need to be thin. Though I suppose if you're thin in fencing, you're less of a target. It reminds me of one joke. My girlfriend was constantly mad at me for playing with her son. Always telling me at least to wait until he's born. Fucking hell. Dear Lord, that's grim. That is very grim. Give me a little fuck. There we go.
Attention responders. Cargo bot is now on final approach. Eyes to the sky, people.
What? What? Oh dear God. Thank you, Ennis. Between you and Kenobi, I feel like I need an adult. Oh, right, the event's done. The wife got flashbanged by my lights. Come to us, cargo drop. Give us goodies. Give us sight beyond sight. It's very quiet, that thing. Yoink. Right. And with that, to Wavy Williards we go! Hopefully we can get another Scorched out of this. I think I need one or two left, and then I can't remember what my last daily is. Oh, there's one. Right, so there's another one. Oh, well, there they are. Okay, maybe it was more than one. Maybe it was more than one. Boing. What the fuck? I'm not exiting Collision Course. I exited Collision Course a while ago. You silly game. Any of them up here? Doesn't look like it. Dang. Nope, Radiation Rumble. There's another event that's been nerfed overly. Like back in the day, that used to be such a good event for getting legendaries and things like that. But nowadays, it is just nothing but 1 stars.
What's that outside?
I don't know why it was outside.
5 pounds of aluminum, 10 pounds of steel.
I'm assuming Caleb had it outside. Teddy bears, that was it. I'll find them. Oh, I know exactly where I'll find them. Oh god, it's him again. This time he's got a goddamn cremator. Oh well. In the words of me right now, time to fight fire with fire.
Hey, a penny. Copper's always handy.
A Radix a day keeps the ghouls away. I wish.
And he's trying to do the same thing again. Weren't those giant red Brontuses plans pretty rare? I got 15 so far. Yeah, they are literally dropping like hotcakes, as Morp said.
If I have to pick up one more box of raw asbestos.
I think the drop rate of plans was adjusted this time round.
Okay, everyone. Today, we're going to be recovering ore to decon. I need some of you in those tunnels gathering goods, and some up here guarding the stash of my crew. Don't expect.
But yeah, I've got a lot of plans this time round, but I've not really been trying to get them.
Ghouls don't like us messing around.
So I'll be honest, like, the Christmas stuff really doesn't matter. Like, the Christmas plans are just so 10 a penny. Now, if we don't get anybody running for the ore, I'll head down and grab some in a little minute. Can't see anybody going down yet, but I mean they're not. There's one person going down getting ore. Ghost arrow by the looks of it. Oh. Did that even get you there? There we go. Got them that time. Need to kill them. Yeah, I was about to go. Right. Let's go get ore. Oh, I got fucking turned around. I mean, I'm running around the excavator armor. I may as well be useful. Or right, and we go. There we go. Womp. Oh, that guy got stuff, so let's dump that in for level 2. In theory, if he does it again, that'll be level 3, which means if I run down here, we'll get level 4. Yeah, see, why the fuck are those Deathclaws making that noise? They're being weird. Oh shit. My radiation just started going weird there. Pardon me. Thank you for the gift membership, Mr. Moore. It's very appreciated. And congratulations, Kenobi, on getting the gift membership. is always appreciated. Any and all support is always appreciated, so thank you very much. Oop, right, get these. I don't know why my radiation started going skyrocketing on the other side there. It was really strange. I've never seen, like... That seems to be going up faster than it normally does. With my, power armor on. I don't know what that... Again, it has been a while since I've been down. But at the same time... Oh, somebody's already got all the ore. Never mind. Hey, Az, how you getting on, man? Welcome to the stream. It's going well, yeah. We're having fun. Well, we've been gathering legendaries, so nothing great, but it's mainly script that I'm gathering them for in the first place anyway, so always good to gather a bunch of script to scrap. It's always very useful to have a bunch of stuff that you can just chuck in the vendor. What about yourself? What have you been up to and what have you been gathering? Figaro. Do we have anybody on these companies? No, we don't. But yeah, it's been a rather successful day. I mean, I'm script out in all characters, so that's always a successful day, to be fair. And on top of that, I got a bunch of videos edited and done, so there's that as well. That's always my biggest problem, is trying to have enough content since I release things on a daily basis. And my nose is full of fluch, which is the technical term for it. Some of my shit is hitting off this guy's head. I'm certain of it. Don't you just hate it when someone logs off in front of your camp and they glitch to this? Yes, it is very terrifying when Slender Man is sitting outside your camp. Same thing, brother. Gathering script, hoping to get something good today. Well, hopefully you get something awesome, Az. Hopefully you get something awesome. I'm sure you will. Kenobi, I think that means you're Mr. Morp's bitch now. Like, I think it's prison rules. I think he now owns you. Like... Alrighty, Morp, thank you for popping in, and have a good evening. And thank you for the gift membership. As I said, it is very appreciated. That is stuck in my head now. God, it's just constant noises at the moment, isn't it? I can't really see anything because of the cremator spam. Like, this guy, like, can't be getting, like, any real hits on them either. Because he's just constantly firing. Do you think the Andrew, the explosive effect is available on Tesla rifles. However, the reason why I don't tend to recommend the explosive effect on Tesla rifles is because it changes the way the projectile works. Like, an explosive Tesla rifle doesn't work how you would imagine. Like, what you would expect is that the lightning chains onto enemies and then those enemies subsequently explode. That's not how it works. What it does is it changes the projectile of the Tesla rifle into an actual projectile, like a fucking bullet, instead of an arcing electrical current. As a result, it's just not as good as this bullet projectile. It doesn't work in a way that's worth it. It's just a shit version of itself, basically. So yeah, it's not what I wouldn't recommend it. It is severely disappointing, but we went through these types of items back in the days of Legacies. That was essentially what the Legacy Tesla rifle did. It just had this shitty projectile. Like, don't get me wrong, it does damage. It's powerful. It's actually like a viable weapon. You can still use it, but it's not as good as the regular Tesla rifle at what the Tesla rifle does. It kind of becomes just like an energy rifle of some kind. So it's if you want something different to use a different weapon, yeah, I'd recommend that you get one. Just play around with it. But if you're wanting it to work like a Tesla rifle works and have the explosive effect, then yeah, you're not going to get that. It's a kind of problem with a lot of the special projectile weapons, like flamers. The reason flamers have had the explosive effect removed is, well, not removed, I think you can still put it on, but it doesn't do anything, is that when you use the flamer, it turns it into a long-range projectile. So you can maintain the damage, you maintain the fire rate, you get an explosive effect, and you have like an infinitely further range than you could do normally on a flamer, which then makes them absolutely overpowered and broken in comparison. So that's why they removed that effect on there. But at the same time, like, they were fun to use. But I think it just, everybody's only going to use those items if they let that come to pass. So there's certain things that, yeah, they shouldn't have their effects in a certain way. And I think the Tesla rifle would be way too overpowered and broken if the arcing Tesla thing caused explosions. I think it would be the best fucking Legacy weapon, well, new Legacy, that could possibly exist, because it would just be absolutely busted. Genuinely absolutely busted. So I'm glad it doesn't work that way, because I just don't think it would be a good thing for the game. Someone's been here! However, there are teddy bears to be found here somewhere. Well, people are leaving stuff on the floor, may as well pick it up. B-girl. There are teddy bears here somewhere. I always forget where, but there are teddy bears here somewhere. Unless somebody's looted them all, that would be very disappointing for me. They should add the Tesla cannon. I agree. But then my point of view is they should add in an infinite amount of new weapons. Camden Park, toss. Oh, what? Huh? I will check that in a second, Kenobi. Thank you very much, Inez. Right, let's go to Camden and check. Because we need some goddamn teddy bears. And I wish to eat them. God, my nose has just started being full of ugh tonight. Let's see, check that, jump that. Right, Dross Toss is over this way. I think someone has gotten to the Dross Toss. But there's always a chance I get Holiday Scorch while I'm here, so that's something. That man burned alive. Yeah. No. Just human skulls. Is that a teddy bear? Do they count as teddy bears? They don't. But I'm looting them anyway. I suppose I could go to expeditions. That would have teddy bears. There's definitely teddy bears in expeditions. I think all the usual locations will have been farmed the fuck out of. Above the robot. Oh yeah! Thank you, Kenobi. Expeditions does have lots of teddy bears. I still need some holiday scorch though. I have a feeling everybody's dead here. So let's see. Where would scorch be that people might not have... Well, actually down at Prime Fisher is always a good shout. Got another 4 minutes, then the next event will kick off. If you have ever used the Tesla can in New Vegas, you would know how much of an epic weapon it is. I mean, I think I used the Tesla can in New Vegas. But honestly, I've used that many different weapons in the game. It's, yeah. Been running around to find all the V63 weapons. Have you a list so I can check? I definitely don't have a list. I definitely did. Oh. No, only a 1 star. But there will be a list somewhere. Hey. I fucking hate this part of the map. You just suddenly am in a hole. Like, genuinely, the person who designed the cranberry bomb was a sadomasochist. Why are they all 1 stars? Well, there's no holiday scorch there, so we're going to run to the next bit. Which is just over here at another Fisher site. Yes. And it wouldn't annoy me as much as if you didn't just randomly fall in them and then you can't jump out of them for some reason. Like, the game just doesn't allow you to jump. Like, why won't you let me jump? Yeah, it's just glowing ghouls. But that is, it's just silly. It's just, you fall in a hole, can't get out of the hole. You try and jump, but it's like, no, 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 no. You're not allowed to jump. But I want to jump. No, no holy jollies. It's really weird that there's no scorch there. That is very, very unusual. Alright, let's go to white powder. I did not just miss 2 of them. I didn't hear any holy jollies. Why did I just get XP? Hey. Kenobi, it's not like you can prove it. I mean, it's not like it's filmed or anything. Spin that wheel. I'll head over there in a second. I'm just going to try and get this bashed out quickly as possible. Not gonna lie, my buttocks have fallen asleep. You know, Bolton Greens is always a place I completely forget exists. Mainly because, well, you know, distinguished guests. Don't you hate it when you fast travel to the Rusty Pit and randomly complete Copper Squatter? Yes. Like, I complete Copper Squatter apparently quite a lot. When I think I maybe do Copper Squatter at least once a week, but I seem to complete it on a near daily basis. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody here either. Like, any Holly Jollies here, at least. I don't hear them jingle jangling. Eh! Freaking jump scared me there. Oh well. I think maybe it's an idea to just head to spin the wheel and then we can go and try and do that in a little minute. I mean, I only need like one more of them. It's not like I'm in a rush to get it, and to be fair, I've got plenty of time to get it tomorrow. And I can always jump to a private server and ensure that I get all the drops of them. It's not an important thing to do. So I'm not going to focus on it too much. This goddamn event. Urban Scout masks. Spin that wheel! What is that? Ooh.
This round was F-U-N fun! Don't you guys agree?
Ha.
I think you'd be scary.
Kill myself. Ha. I didn't even know I had that weapon on me. Come on, swap weapon. I don't want to actually use that. There we go. Enraged Grafton monster. In my pants.
Time to spin the wheel again.
Like, I have to question the people that, like, the people that run Nuka World on tour. Where they go, you know what people want? You press a button and summon monsters. Like, why did they think that was a good idea? Well, apparently, going on the roof stops you from dying to this one. I don't know why. I'll just wait up here while it makes things explode. Am I not coming to the expedition? Were we meant to be going to an expedition in this? I got the teddy bears. I was confused why you went in. I thought you were going in to get teddy bears for yourself. Thank you, though. No, I genuinely thought you'd went into... Because when I read that you said Expedition has lots of teddy bears, that's when I got the teddy bears. So I was like, yes, Expedition does have a lot of teddy bears. And then I got teddy bears. I saw one of these fuckers run this way. There you are. You giant shrimp. When I got my first Nuka Shine from gifts, I saw the unarmed buffs, and then it wore off, and I just teleported to a chair with a teddy fear on it surrounded by gnomes. I mean, as good as any. Like, that is definitely a thing that you should experience in your life. Teleport into a chair surrounded by teddy bears and gnomes. To be fair, the gnomes and the teddy bears are probably one of the best features in this game, with the random shit that they're doing in certain places.
It's that time again, folks. Step up and spin the wheel.
You should be confused. I would be. Beep, 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 beep. That. What was that one? Ramen tipping.
Oh, golly! The animals have escaped from the petting zoo!
Yay!
Get them out of the area before timer runs out.
Whatever you do, don't go to the heavy petting zoo. Doesn't work like you'd expect.
Time to spin the wheel again!
I really want some cola, but I don't have any in the house. Nope, was that the boss one? It is. I'm looking forward to them buffing Deathclaws. That's going to be fun. Make Deathclaws great again. I want them to tear me in half and eat me. Get back here. Right, boop, boop. There we go. And that's that event done. Have I even used like my Nuka-Cade points? I don't even know what I have. Maybe something to check. Oh. It depends on the character, because some characters have probably got a lot more than others. Right. Okay. Just told me this is a prize terminal, but no other information. There we go. Yeah. I could buy some interesting things. We'll leave it for now. Right, do you have any good random little radiant events? Seneca Rocks it is! Doo-doo. Members. I love Modus. There should be more Modus in the game. More Modus, more time. I also just remembered that the expedition's there. As they should, can't wait. Nice. Oh god.
People didn't make it.
I won't let you take this from me.
Ah! Jump scared.
Oh, you made me so proud. Now step up to the winner's stage, my children, for the final.
Die, you pair of little bastards.
Sweat and tears. You earned it.
I hate the Batsuru twins. Their names confuse me. Where's the other one? Oh, she's dead. Never mind. Whee!
And tell me your inspiration.
But yeah, the next patch is definitely going to be one of the biggest ones in Fallout 76 history. I'm genuinely interested to see how it changes the meta and what everybody uses. We need a Todd Howard boss fight. I definitely think we should have a Todd Howard boss in the game. But the problem is, it just wouldn't work. It just works, it just works. You know. It just works. I believe I could fly.
You ready to get in? Hop in.
I don't actually think I've done this week. I definitely didn't done this week. No, more legendaries, more power. What didn't you expect? Me flying like a... Or did you not expect the... It just works, it just works. Usually I save that for really bad bugs.
Signal.
Woo!
Detected. Activate additional signal sources to initiate.
Though trust me, you don't want to see the meme I made of Todd Howard. It is the most terrifying thing ever. And if I ever manage to get it to go viral, I will be so happy. Because I'm fairly I managed to get other people to share it that didn't even know me on Twitter once, and I was so happy with that. And there was only like 2 or 3 people sharing it randomly, but it was still like, I made that. It just destroyed your eardrums. Good. That's how we know it's working. Well, he's dead. Actually, physically dead.
Component bypass detected. Resuming function.
Give me a yellow bastard. Oh, there's a lot of them here today. Yet none of them have spawned as Holly Jollies. Holy shit, there's fuckloads of them down there. Why is there so many of them down there? They normally don't spawn that far away.
Component signal lost. Recalibration requested.
There we go. Doodly-doo.
System orientation complete. Signal broadcast active.
Move out of the way.
Locked. Immediate evacuation required. Repeat. Please retreat to a safe distance.
Something I don't quite understand as well. Like, from the original version of the game, legendary enemies had 2 health bars. You'd get them down low, and then they'd mutate and get their health bar up. Why did they remove that? It is too good. 100% is too good. Like, it's so accurate towards what Bethesda does. And, you know, it's such an out-of-touch statement that Todd said, it just works. It doesn't, though. 16 times the detail. It just works. But it didn't just work. It didn't just work at all. Right, do we have anybody to murder? No, we don't.
Specified hostiles eliminated. Infestation cleared. Thank you for your participation.
And we have 6 minutes till the next event. Let's see. What mods am I running on that Gatling gun? I'm fairly certain it's just primed with... God, I'm looking at the wrong tab, that would help. I'm sure it's just primed with the long barrel and then the bayonet. Frame receiver, long barrel, comfort grip, extra large magazine, standard sights, large bayonet, and Appalachian Thunder Pipe skin. Because there are very many good skin. Well, not very many. There's a good few decent skins for the Gatling. I've been tempted to get the glowing one, but at the same time, I kind of I don't know, Andrew. What are you referring to specifically about what just happened? Because I genuinely don't know. What did just happen? And I run and jet back over here. Boing. Whee! I've went too far. Doors are open now. Oh no, wait, there's one. Get up. Wake up. Nope. Excellent. There we go. All the explosions, that is the event, A Real Blast. So if you haven't seen that event before, you need to get your way through the Enclave questline, and those events appear occasionally on the quest log. Well, not quest log, the event log. But only people who've done the Enclave questline can see them. Yeah. What the fuck? Getting fucking jump scared by a bunch of them. So I don't know if you are listening, Inez, but you might want to travel to me, because there is currently 3 of them. Ooh. That's not mine. And one of them's a 3-star. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere I go. Come on. They're after my bum. I'm getting jumped by the fucking Christmas creeps. Where's the other one? The other one went missing. I have somehow lost one of them. Find that Christmas bastard. I hear him jingle jangle, and there he is. Get him, he's in a dress! Mission accomplished. Let's see. I've got all week to get the weeklies done, so I don't need to pay too much attention to that. Build anything in the workshop or camp. How did I get 20 out of 30? I've not been doing anything in a workshop or camp. That's weird. Maybe I've just been doing it with the daily stuff, where I need to drop my crap down on the ground. Why I have the Mario tune in my head, I'll never know. No. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. There we go. That should work. That should work rather well. Ooh, safe and sound. Grab these, then we'll head to that event. 2 seconds, and as I'm just dumping stuff in storage as we speak. Am I coming? Ugh. Where the f... What? Huh? Where? What? Now I'm confused. Are you in the walls? Oh, there you are. Thank you very much. God damn it, I'm overweight again. Yeah, we'll open that now. Let's see. Get rid of blocker now and put on sturdy frame. That should make me... Nope, that's not work. Oh no, that did work. Right. Now we can go to safe and sound. I think this character's legs are nearly broken. You didn't miss Diddly Dick. You typed what did I miss OS. I don't know what the OS was in reference to. That's what you typed though. Whoop. Right. Are we the only people left on this server? Because it honestly feels like there's hardly anybody around here. Ooh, 10mm pistol. Good choice. Very good choice. Recover the pit stop. It was a oh, don't worry about horrendously bad typos in here, Andrew. I can't type for shit. And when I go to type things, I quite often completely type the wrong word, and then I have to go back and correct it later, and it's just, yeah. Typos are just, yeah. As long as you know what you meant to say, and someone else knows what you meant to say, it's usually fine. But yeah, don't worry about typos in this shit. Okay, that's not good. Grenades. Do I have any grenades? Can we get above it and throw it through the floor? Let's see, grenade. Do I have any? These might work. Yeah, that's working.
That's the last of the critters. Great job.
Yeah, if you ever get any enemies trapped in the landscape, the floater grenades are really good at hitting through walls. So they're really good at dealing with enemies that you cannot physically get.
Any spare materials during the repairs. Oh, I see a repeller light back on.
There we go. I don't typically carry grenades, but floater grenades are usually I have on me at any given time. Why would I carry around floater grenades when I have 2k nuke nades? I mean, it's a good point, Glitter, but, you know, you can't always be in West Tech. Or can you? You shouldn't always be in West Tech.
What the heck? It broke again?
Enemies incoming.
And it's attracting critters. Please help protect the generator while Clyde tries to
Ah!
repeller do his
Teleporting scorpion. You just like boom boom. I mean, I suppose that is a good enough reason. To be fair, that is a good idea. I fucking hate daily ops. Which is why I never go. Daily ops was one of those things that when they introduced it, I found that it was like a good, refreshing thing. And then when they forced me to go to it every day, I just decided I fucking hate it and I don't want to do it.
Attention, citizens.
Where are they dropping that?
What the heck? The juice must have been turned up too
Oh,
high.
they're dropping it on the mole rat. That is an unusual one.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Wonder if we'll have enough time to get this done. To be fair, we probably have enough time to get this done and then go to the mole rat anyway. It's not like he dies particularly quick. Well, see, expeditions are one of those things where I don't feel like it's overly difficult to kill the enemies anyway. Because, I mean, let's be honest, the enemies in expeditions die to the most slight damage over time effect. So if you use anything with remotely poison, fire, or bleed, like, they just explode. So I don't know if you've used the headsman's scythe on them. It's literally just the slightest tap. You don't even need to be tiered into the weapon. Like, the bleed will just finish them off almost no matter what you do. I think people really like when I use my explosive build on public events. Yes, Andrew. We love... But you know what, that's just me. Muted while you were big head. Muted? Why the fuck would I be muted? Let's see. Right. That should be better. Yeah, I don't know why it's been doing this. It's been taking things off of my UI. Like, I don't know if maybe it installed an update. Like, Ninja installed an update while I wasn't looking. But there's things that were on the UI and on the things that I have on this, and it's just been taking them off, and I don't know why it's been doing it. So thank you for telling me that. That was good. Because it wasn't muted before. Like, it's only recently that it's taken off. But I'll reiterate. We love you bringing explosives to events. We love it so much we want to give you a hug. With both hands. Around your neck. Until you can't breathe.
Clyde. Those speakers packed a punch.
But yeah. That was worth the death. I regret nothing.
He's hurt a little. Anyways, hope the reward is enough. You really saved our behinds. Be sure to come on back once we clean things up.
Right, let's see. Grab that. Nice. And I'm overweight again. God damn it. Why do I have hacker perks on? What the fuck? Shows you how long it's been since I've checked this character's actual build. Right, let's put portable power on, and then let's get over to that seismic event. Oop. Hydra just told us to test the Blue Moon guns on the PTS. They probably reverted their decision. First off, who the fuck's Hydra? And Mr. Kill reverted what decision? Like, reverted their decision to be able to adjust them, or reverted their decision to remove them? Like, what decision are we talking about here? Also, hello, Kill. How are you getting on? Yeah, they use a nuke launcher. Yeah, well, the biggest, most annoying one for me is when they use it at eviction notice. And when you use it at eviction notice, what it does is it sends the corpses of the legendary enemies down the hill, which makes it all the more difficult to actually, you know, find the legendaries. Well, what we can do is we can go and check this in a second, because after this event's done... Actually, maybe leave it till after the next event. We can go check the doodah. They tried to make Once in a Blue Moon uniques not rerollable. Well, that I know, Mr. Kill. But oh, my sound's just died. I meant what have they on the PTS? Are they now rerollable, or have they reverted their effects? Because if they've reverted their effects, then they're a bunch of dickheads. And I'll flat out say that they are a bunch of absolute joyless dickheads if they've done that. If they haven't, then good. I was spamming overkill on daily op and I lagged in multiple instances. Yeah, that's why I hate this event. Like the mole is the worst of the nuke events, and no one should be launching it because it just has absolutely no benefit to it. Like literally, there is no benefit to. Oh no, put that in storage, no doubt. It's just a really bad event. Like the mole is annoying. It doesn't do anything. You don't get any good rewards out of doing the mole, other than the legendary item he drops. These fuckers can't spawn as legendary, so there isn't even that. And then it bugs out your sound, and it is one of the laggier events that I've ever came across since I came back to the game. So yeah, it's I just don't like the Ultrasight Titan. In theory, it is a good idea. In theory, having another event like this is a great idea, but he's just a really shit event. Like, Arrow, absolutely fantastic. The robots, after they've fixed them, absolutely fantastic. The Queen, annoying, but, you know, I can understand it, and it makes sense. This fucker, just pish. Absolute pish. Old consoles crash on this event. Well, that just says it all. If the event crashes people, then that is definitely the problem with it. Also, that is one ugly mole rat, let's be clear. Do, 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 do. I just don't like the fact that it's killed my sound. Like, there's no need for it. Huh. Huh. Damn it, you goddamn mole rat. I've had this event more than once, get stuck in the server and maintenance shutdown message pop up sometimes. Yeah, it's just a bad event. It's just a very badly coded event that just, it doesn't work. Unfortunately, doesn't work. Needs a lot of work to they need to do something about it, and I don't even think they are doing something about it. Not to mention, the grand finale is not a particularly great item to get from the event either. Right, so since my sound's gubbed, what we're going to do is load up the PTS and have a little looky-loo at what we've got on there. And then I'll jump back on in a little second, because I need my sound working. Come on. So we'll have a quick little look on the PTS and see what they've done to the Once in a Blue Moon items. Okay, that was getting worried there. Let's see. We'll go to custom world. Make sure I'm on a character that actually has edited Blue Moon items. I think it's Hera that did. So yeah, we'll go to the custom world. Does anyone know if PTS works on Steam Deck? Andrew, yes. Yes, it does. The PTS just works like an ordinary it's basically, you have to install the game again, but it works perfectly fine on the Steam Deck as the regular game would. So yeah, no, you're absolutely fine with the Steam Deck to run this. It's just a case of if there was any really laggy things, really intensive stuff, then, pardon me, it probably wouldn't work. But typically, yeah, no, you'd be absolutely fine. Fallout 76 works really well on the Steam Deck. I don't know if you've tried it before, but I can play quite happily from the couch. But that's exactly what my reaction is. Should you? Probably not. Right, let's see. Do I have my Elder's Mark in my inventory? What was it called? It's like senior management, so it'd be S. No, I don't see an S, so let's go to the Elder's Mark, SSS. So it's still modified on here. That's still a bloodied explosive version. So let's see. Nope, still doing what it was doing before. So I don't know what they were saying they were doing, but it's still like the once in the blue moon items are still here, still modified, and you still can't re-roll them. Unless you can only re-roll like the currently. Like, let's see. I'm on the wrong thing.
What's that noise?
This is the PTS, Mr. Kill. I just swapped to the PTS. So yeah, no, I can't do anything to them. But I can confirm that I still have my on the PTS, I still have my adjusted one. Because I already had this on the PTS, and its last iteration anyway. So, if they have done anything to it, I don't notice what they've done differently. Unless they'd taken them off today, but I tested it literally only a matter of, like, 15 hours ago. So I don't know what the guy is like this Hydra guy is referring to. Like, you'd have to link me to his comment for me to see. Let's see, has it got any? Let's see. I'm trying to find... Like, what... If you can quote exactly what he said, that would be ideal. Because then I could, like, because unless you can link where he said it or like take a screenshot, yeah. Hydra is a community manager on the Bethesda Discord. Right, I'm gonna swap character anyway. So we'll bring Melee McMelison. But yeah, he's just a community manager or a dev or something. But yeah, like it depends on what he actually said. So, because I know someone asked him a question about it, and he said he flat out didn't know. Mr. Westek made a video about it. Let's see. Oh shit, eviction notice. Well, that's good. Oh, no, I think my ult just crashed. That's not good.
Is anyone out there? This recording is a call for help. Our settler camp was attacked by mutants last night. Please help. My name is
Control
Kenneth.
tab.
We're south of Huntersville.
That's it. They just join the team. There we go.
Probably won't be much longer. The mutants have left. For now, hurry and destroy their meat bags when you get
Pardon me.
That should drive them away if they come back. There's a machine in the crater.
Come on, all. You can do it.
The radiation in the area.
Probably going to be full, though. Yeah, I thought as much. Well, I suppose I can just put them in the screen to get in and see what happens. Let's see, Mr. West Tech. I'm not going to watch the video during the fucking stream because that would be weird, but I'm going to at least... Yeah. Right. So, this, everybody's take on it has been like literally Hydra says none of the unique items should be able to be rolled or have legendary effects changed. However, when they initially added those weapons, they deliberately had it so that their effects could be changed. That was a deliberate thing. They didn't put that in by accident. They were testing something out. They were experimenting with it. Now, what he says is none of the unique legendary items on the PTS should be able to have their legendary effects changed or rolled on the PTS. Like, that was him answering a question about things being able to be changed and rolled on the PTS, not on if they were reverting them. If you actually, like, Mr. Westek has left out a chunk, like his next comment, where somebody says, does that mean they're going to be reverted? And he basically said, I don't know. He flat out said, I do not know. So that is, it's a misleading. So yeah, he was taken out of context in that kind of thing. I read through it earlier. Wiggle linked me it, and Wiggle basically said a similar thing, that it's unclear. It's unclear what's going to happen, but at no point has anyone actually said from the dev team that they are going to take away the items that already exist. They have said that it's an intended thing on the test server that you cannot re-roll them, but they've not said that they're taking the ones that are re-rolled away, which is why I did that video saying, if you're gonna re-roll them now. Because a heavy point I would make is that the re-rolling mechanic is currently an intended feature. They are taking away the ability to re-roll them, but that doesn't mean they are taking away the re-rolled items. Because when the first iteration of the PTS in its current form came live, all of the weapons that had been re-rolled didn't have the re-rolled effects. Like when you logged onto the PTS when it first went up for this patch, all the weapons that could be re-rolled for your Blue Moon weapons, all of them had like the effects like completely removed if they didn't have the base effects on them. Whereas the base effect ones had their effects. Now then they issued a patch to the PTS which gave them their effects back. Now from what I've heard, it affected more than just those weapons. There were certain other unique weapons that had lost their effects. But for the most part it was the Blue Moon ones that were affected. So why would they patch it in so that they get their effects back? And then, you know, it's one of those things where I think that people are reading into that guy's comments more then he's being taken out of context. I definitely think he's being taken out of context, which is why I made the video and what I made it on. And it's a case of there's no evidence that they're being removed. There is evidence that they are, like, if you haven't re-rolled them. Like, one thing I will say for certain, if you haven't re-rolled those weapons, you're definitely not going to be able to have re-rolled versions when the patch comes live. That is the one thing I can tell you for certain. If you haven't re-rolled them now, you won't be able to re-roll them later. But, and a big but, that doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to revert them either. So I think it's one of those things where you have risk-reward type scenario here. You could re-roll them and end up with an item that is essentially a new version of a legacy. You know, an item that you cannot obtain in-game anymore. And then you can use, you can sell, you'll be able to trade it. They have value. Or you could do it and then they could revert it and then you lose the item. And you've wasted modules on it. But again, modules are going to be a lot more abundant than they are now. So I think the risk is worth the reward if they don't revert them. On top of that, they're going to get a lot of fucking angry people if they revert them, because they wasted modules and stuff on them when it was an intended mechanic. So, you know, I don't think Bethesda will remove them. I don't think they will remove them. I think they will just disable the ability to edit them. Is it a good idea to re-roll Elder's Mark and Blue Ridge? If you were going to re-roll Elder's Mark, I would recommend that you get the Bloodied effect, as well as any stats on it. Strength, particular, would be good on it, because Strength will be going up to 3 when it comes out, or even like Endurance, it'll be going up to 3. Well, exactly, Glitter. They don't do anything breaking. Like, it's not like their legacy weapons, where they had to be removed at the time because they were too busted and broken. Removing, like, a re-rolled Elder's Mark, who does that help? What does that fix? You know, they don't impact the game enough. They're not good enough weapons to remove altogether. Like, if they were doing the same damage as old legacy weapons, yeah, 100% would be behind it. I'd be like, it's unfair that these things exist. But realistically, all they are is, one is a reskinned shish kebab with a base faster swing speed. It isn't overly broken. It isn't like an absolutely, like, the only melee weapon you'll ever use. It's a one-handed weapon, which intrinsically makes it inferior to things, but at the same time, because it's got that extra swing speed, it actually makes it one of the best one-handed weapons in the game. The Elder's Mark, it's still a fucking Tommy gun, and they are notoriously pish, and it's just a better version of it. Like, all it does, like, people aren't using the base version of that weapon, so what harm is it to have a weapon version of it that people might actually use? And then you've got the only one that realistically you could say that replaces its main base type is the fucking Holy Fire. But even then, the regular vampire version of the Holy Fire is still going to exist. And most people don't re-roll a Holy Fire in the first place. So you're still going to have people using that over the regular Flamer. So removing the re-rolled ones doesn't do anything. All it does is piss people off. So if they remove them, then well done. You have succeeded in just pissing off your entire player base. For no reason. Other than you fucking can. It's very much a case that they shouldn't do it because it has no fundamental reason. But I think people are jumping the gun and reading too much into what that guy said and not enough into actually reading what he actually said, which was, on the PTS, what they have done is an intended change, not that they are removing them. Like, so yeah, it's just the typical people, like, panicking and, like, having a fucking shit fit over something that they actually don't physically know. Like, they are not getting nerfed. It's definitely, they are not getting, well, it's not definitely, there is no current information to say that they are removing them. There is no current information that they are removing them. Sorry, I know it's like the last minute, but I'm moving my ult in to maybe get a couple of legendaries. So yeah, I mean, I don't beat around the bush, I don't mince words, but until someone actually says, yes, we are removing the already modded versions of these weapons, I don't think they're removing them. Holy Fire still has the downside of bad range, and explosive isn't available for it, so why remove it? Well, exactly, Andrew. This is the thing, like, you can't get, like, you'll never be able to get it as explosive. Yeah, there's lots of different reasons why those weapons shouldn't, like I'm trying to think of things that are in game that they haven't removed that are legacy. Like, there's lots of legacy items. Like, for example, oh god, what are they called? Dragons. There's the legacy dragons that have the bayonets on them, that have, like, infinite range, where you can actually shoot from one end of the map to the other with the goddamn fucking thing. Now, they haven't been removed. There's jetpacks on helmets. There's so many... And jetpacks on helmets is arguably a fucking worse thing to have in the game than an Elder's Mark with bloodied on it. Like, literally. There are far worse things still in this game that they haven't removed. Oh, that's a good T15B piece. That they haven't removed. I do not think... Oh, that's a good armor pen one of that as well. I just need to mod a good effect on the bottom. Yes, Andrew, there's jetpack helmets. There's excavator armor with a jetpack on it as well. Like, there are items that were people bugged things onto them that you physically shouldn't be able to get on them, and they still exist in the game. Bethesda knows about them, but have never removed them because, in the grand scheme of things, they don't actually impact or harm the game. Like, they literally don't impact or harm the game. There's a shitload of injected stuff still in the game that they haven't removed. Like, there is unyielding power armor that people are running around with that is 100% cheated into the game. There's also, when the game first went live, people managed to get into the dev room and pinch a load of stuff from the dev room that was never meant to see the light of day, and half of that shit never got removed either. I mean, Bubba, even I've got a jetpack on excavator armor, but that was a bug that allowed you to put it on, and it was a very specific armor set and thing that I forget what jetpack it was you could put on it, and it was just a bug, but it allowed you to physically do it within the confines of the game. You didn't need to do anything specific. You just literally just modded it on. Pardon me. All the talking starting to make my throat go. No, Mr. Kel, I don't think that's controversial at all. I think legacies are cool things as well. I think that legacies are a good thing because it rewards people for playing for a long time and playing at certain things. And, you know, as long as these things don't break the game, you know, as long as it's not like an absolutely obscene thing, it doesn't break the game, that's fine. I don't mind legacies. It's when legacies go into the realm of instantly one-shotting bosses. It's like the people who use the infinite reload thing on dragons and then instantly one-shot everything. Like, these kind of things harm and impact the game. But when it's a legacy that has no real impact on the game other than it's a cool little weapon and something that you might use, but it doesn't do like ridiculous damage in comparison to other things, it's comparative. Yeah, exactly, Liam. If it's not broke, don't mess with it. It is the fundamental thing of there's no reason for them to remove the Blue Moon legacies. There's no reason to remove them. So why would they? And again, I need to reiterate, if you find the actual bit where this Hydra guy said this, he doesn't actually say they're removing them. He actually quite literally says he doesn't know. Because someone asks, does that mean... Because literally someone asked just below that, does that mean you're removing the ones that have already been re-rolled? And he goes, I don't know. Because he doesn't know. So I'm just, I don't like arguing with other content creators, and I'm not arguing with Mr. Westtech. I just think he's jumped the gun with it, but I didn't watch the whole video, so I don't know if he actually, like, I literally just found the snippet of the video where he had the information there. So I don't know if he's, like, if it's being removed or not. Well, I don't know if he actually said that he doesn't know either, which he probably did say. Thank you, Figaro. I also need to go send this little troll to loot. So yeah, it is one of those things that I just don't know. And we never will know until it either happens or not, or they say something. So it's, the key thing is just take it with a pinch of salt. And this is the thing with anything that any YouTuber says, unless they have like an actual dev saying this is what's happening, always take what we say with a pinch of salt, because what I say isn't the gospel truth. What Mr. Westtech says isn't the gospel truth. What Angry Turtle says isn't the gospel truth. What fucking Mr. Morp says isn't the gospel truth. We're only human. We make mistakes. We sometimes base things on our opinions. We try and make videos to kind of capture the hot gossip. And sometimes things get read wrong. Sometimes they don't. But again, from what I know and from the kind of context, he basically just says, PTS, that's intended. Is it getting removed? I don't know. like that's literally what he says. So yeah. Instead of taking the stars, they should make the stars grey or something. Just make it something you can display. I used mine to kill myself. Wait, what? I'm very confused. But yeah, so what we're going to do, guys, is I think Eviction Notice is a good point to end the stream. A big thank you for everybody coming along and joining in. Now, we are... Obviously, we've got loads of videos coming. I have videos all the way... Well, I have videos already uploaded all the way up until next week. So we've got plenty of content coming in the next couple of days. We'll jump to this screen because it's just big face. On top of that, we're going to be off next week. So I will probably do a couple of streams in the evening next week. Might not be Fallout 76. We might stream something else. But we'll definitely see what we're going to do in regards to that. So a big thanks to Mr. Morp for the gift membership to Kenobi, and a big thanks to everybody for joining along tonight, and especially big thanks to Inez for all the legendaries they've spammed me with. I think I'll have another day's worth of script out of that, so it is really appreciated. It makes my job a lot easier, and it means I don't need to farm as ridiculously fervently as I go. But yeah, big thanks to everybody. I'm going to see if anybody is alive so we can raid into them. So stick around for that, and I'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland. Night, guys.